Just gonna jump right into it. What's up, y'all? It's Friday. Tell ya, been quite a week. Just what I think about day and a half, and then my vacation officially starts. But oh, I'm excited. Definitely ready for some time off. Little reset. Have some personal goals I want to get started. Some time, not just taking care of myself. You know, that's a personal health goals I gotta really go down, but also the channel needs a revamp. Needs a little bit of a revamp, new look, something fresh, something not so rough draft-ish, you know. But anyway, got more to share. We got we hopefully, actually, you know what, we got a long stream ahead of us. I definitely ready to kick it, hang out, play the game, catch up on a lot in the game because I haven't been on. Still recovering. I believe I'll probably be venting here and there, so bear with me. And then, like always, participate in some of the events in game, pull some keys and artifacts, and then one topic I do want to bring up would be the seasonal talents. I hope stay. A couple of my 2 cents. Obviously, you know, I think it's a great addition to the game. I think it's fantastic. I like how they tie everything together. I feel like it's easy to ignore the Augur Stone, but I feel what the changes that they brought to the Dragon Trail made it so that now more people are going to have to participate in story mode. A lot of, apparently, based on what they said many dev notes ago, was that to the quest line you would be getting the most prestige, and obviously how important. And jumping into now with the seasonal talents, I feel that is tied to the Augur Stone. That way players are more aware of what's to come. You know? So I like that consistency across the board. And then yeah, I'll open up Discord in just a bit. I'll definitely I'm gonna make a very conscious effort to stay up to date with, or pay attention to chat, because I really do want opinions and ideas being shared. So yeah, for those that are here, are new, I hope before the end of the stream I earn your subscription. I've said it a couple times, but mainly with this game, I really want to hit the 1,000 mark, 1,000 subscriber mark. The channel's a couple years old now, and I haven't even cracked 400. But I mean, it's just good goals to have. Make it more purposeful. But then there is that reality. It's like, how much stuff is being pumped out from your channel to get it. If you're new, I hope you stick around. If you are a regular, please participate in some of the questions I have prepared. If you see that poll, hit it. Dude. Anyway, other than that, I mean, in game, it's been quite a start to the season. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. It's been, I want to say, very formative in a sense. More through actions, I think this game has a lot of potential. Obviously, it's still within its first year, and the one thing I've noticed is that maybe it's a common thing with these kingdom builders, because it's a social environment. You have to be very cautious with the politics of this game. And as welcoming as the game could be off, for many, it is very, very hard to manage a team. and you have to be very aware. Well, I could say the fact that not everybody is going to be as dedicated as you. How do you manage it? This is me kind of going into it. I really like being an R5. I hope I can eventually, pretty good one. But building a team from the ground up is quite a grind. And this game is not easy, and there's absolutely no mercy. So I think my biggest takeaway with how this current season has started is that communication is key. How you communicate is very important. And don't forget about the people that are sticking around. So no one gets paid to play this game. People are putting their own time and money into this. And you have some people that are staying loyal to you, or at least checking in. Don't forget about them, because they will be very important for your experience too. But anyway, that's a little intro. I hope I made sense. We're gonna start off with some one artifact pull, 1 gold, and then 1 silver. But one thing I really, really want everybody to do is typing up hashtag #StreamLuck. It's just fun. Way to interact with you guys. Because I definitely obviously want to be able to, pull good stuff. So let's do that and then open up Discord in just a bit. Let's see. Let's do artifact. Got several. Might pull maybe 2 more pulls. I definitely look, here's the thing. This is what I want. I'm torn between Breath of the Forest and then Heart of Kamasi. I know people aren't a big fan of this, but durability is just as important as damage. And I really like this skill on it. But I think the hard part is just pulling the duplicates to get it to 5. In a perfect world, I would love to pull 6, not back to back, but within a week span. That way I could have it, because I wouldn't want to use it just 15%. Obviously 30. So, but pulling the duplicates. Anyway, that's what I want. Regardless, whatever I get, down. Well, by the way, if I do little pauses like this, is because a kiddo needs something. He's watching his favorite movie right now. Anywho, I'm actually really interested in this one too. Springs of Silence. Check this out now. Here is, I like this one. Tree. I say this. I highly recommend don't underestimate March speed buffs. Oh, anyway, I think it's very regardless whatever legion you have. For example, if you're not infantry, well, one of the legions needs to be debuffing March speed. So yeah, hold on. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, let's see what we get. Let's do some polls. Open up Discord. Obviously, does anybody use the bomb flinger? Does anybody use it? I was a huge fan of it when I first started the game because of the stun. Woohoo! Alright, Bets, what's up, buddy? Erica, what up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all. Okay, we'll do silver. I hope I get nothing but timers. You know, it sucks because I wish I could keep using these, but they're not, you know, it's not a full waste because extra currency for that whole, like, scrapping thing. Okay, let's see what we get for the gold chest. Ooh, nice, right off the bat. Hell yeah. Nice, Nico. I'm down. Oh, I'm grateful. One more. Oh, not bad, right? Still got a lot. I should do 100. We should do 100 tonight. We'll do 100 tonight. How about that? Once we get the gang here, probably at the hour mark, take a shot, and we'll have 100 worth of pulls, which is what, 10 pulls, yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's get Discord open. I need to talk. And we need to get this going for tonight. It'll be just we'll have a closed room. Normally I usually have it open, but I'm trying to control the crowd right now. Oh my god, you know what I just realized? You guys didn't see any of those pulls. I didn't do the part. Shoot, that was terrible. See. Okay, so everything you guys didn't see anything, so we're gonna have to do it again. All right, let's do another 10. So then we'll go over here, do a 10 right here. Sheesh, my bad. What did I get for the other pool on this? We got, oh yeah, Nico. 10 for Nico, that's all good. Nice! Nice, another for Nico. Love it. Cool. Nice, another for Nico. Yo, what up?
And those Nico tokens?
Yeah, dude. Let's see. Needs 20 more to get the next upgrade, but that's...
And those Nico tokens?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shoot.
Back.
There we go.
Oh, what's up? What up? How's it going, bud?
No, I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right, dude. How you doing?
Oh, I need this stream, man. I need to chill. It's been quite a week. In a good way. One of those busy weeks you just have, you know? But I was tanking out a couple hours ago. Checked out. You know?
I understand that, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Excited to be getting some stream. Hopefully, Little Man goes down soon. Here. Okay, I need to. work with. Hold on, these. Sure, hold on. Groups for a while.
So how are things going in BDBB for you, man?
Good, good. It's just kind of weird. I see, like, I think people are there for a purpose, and everyone's just kind of minding their own, So, you're just logging in to do your dailies, and
Pretty much.
yeah. I just think that since everyone is just kind of on their own page, it's really hard to find the time when a mass group is on to run forts. So, just with the people from SK that hopped over, just trying to get them within the same radius so that we can like coordinate and run some forts, and maybe that'll get something going, So, but it's nice, dude. It's nice just to focus on the account and really start, pumping out these upgrades and just getting to the T5s as soon as possible.
Dude, oh man, I'm getting closer, but still so far away when I look at it because of those 100-day long freaking researches, and I'm like, it hurts.
I know, dude. It's crazy.
I got
yeah.
I got 5 researches I got to do, which are over 100 days.
Jesus.
And once those are done, then it's just finishing up a couple things here and there. Yes, I mean, it's like I'm getting so close yet still so far, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah. I just, I was thinking back on just getting to T4, right? The sprint, we made it. Thankfully, we were on it in the first season, and I think it was by the end of the first season. Yeah, by the end of first season, I was able to unlock at least all T4 and then start the research the following season. But I remember hitting that plateau where that bump in the road where it was just like, oh, dude, I gotta go back and upgrade all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it was. And I was thinking that felt like forever, and then it's like, holy shit, like, damn, T5s, this is insane, dude. So, but it is what it is. I ain't, I'm just glad it's not gonna take me 5 years. So.
No. Like I said, I mean, yeah, I know I'll be done. I don't know if I'll be done this season, but I'll be that much close. I'm thinking. I know for sure, but I'll get it this year. It sounds so good, I think, this year, but this year's already flying by. Shit, it's already what, mid-February.
Yeah,
it's going by quickly already, man.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Crazy part. Yeah, man. Days are getting shorter, unfortunately. So. But yeah, dude. Other than that, I mean, nice change of scenery, and even though BDO is quite the powerhouse, dude, they're not too difficult or too challenging to be around with,
Yeah, no, they're pretty cool, man. They're definitely not bullies. At least not that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? They're just doing their thing, and I mean, as long as you don't, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they have their targets, obviously, but even then, they're still like, But dude, not gonna lie, man, I've never played with such organized players.
Really? Ooh, do tell whatever you can.
I'm just gonna say, man. Well, one, like the thing that we complained about the most, I mean, that we've talked about. I shouldn't say complain, but we talk about, and as leadership and working with some of the people we've worked with, their team gets on Discord. I mean, they communicate. I mean, every single member is on there and they're talking, and that's just freaking amazing and awesome. And I love it. I mean, that you see the difference it makes, and it's just proof that what some of us have been saying to other players. And I mean, because I know I'm not the only one. You're not the only one. People we've worked with have advocated for it too, and it just seems like the regular people just don't want to do it for one reason or the other. and it wasn't like everyone was talking. Only the main people needed to be talking, but at least everyone was listening and was involved. And I mean, it just makes everything work so well. And here's another kicker too. That you have a set time. People are professional and respectful enough of each other to show up at that time. You're not sitting there and waiting around for an hour for people to still be showing up, and then people, I was scheduled at this time. I gotta go. I gotta leave now. That person leaves, and other people. You know what I'm saying? And you end up doing a raid with like half the people that you would normally have, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's big for me right now because of my, I would say, a very little experience with kingdom builders and social gaming. It's like, what do you think, or how do you think how do they get that to happen?
Well, I think, like I said, I mean, I think like any team. I'm not even talking about this team in particular, but just like even at work or whatever it is, like if you're trying to build a team, it comes down to having expectations and holding people to them. So people know what the expectations are, and if you don't meet them, then you're out. And just having no we're not going to say no to that. You know what I'm saying? Or like, hey, well, like, this is what you got to do. If you're not going to show up and you're not going to respect other people's time, don't need it.
Yeah.
And
but that's
you create that environment, you create that expectation, and then people will rise to it. And the people that can't, they move on, and it is what it is. But you're not going to apologize for it. And I feel that's kind of the issue we've had in other seasons, where we try to have these expectations, but people don't meet them. But there's never any real true consequence. So it just keeps perpetuating, and then you end up being frustrated because no one's following through, and you're like, oh, why don't I? But it's like, why should they? There's no punishment if they don't. So,
do you feel that, like, for example, like, obviously, the consequences, like, do you think the reward is just as important as a punishment? I guess you could say, like, if you do participate and you are there, you're gonna get this, but if you don't, then you're out. You know what I mean? So.
No, I think I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think the reward is that, I mean, obviously the rewards for winning are important, but for me, I mean, just knowing that my time's going to be respected and valued too, and all that, I think that's part of the reward as well. Just knowing that, hey, everyone here, because I mean, I'm sorry, it's just disrespectful. I feel that if people say they're going to, like, it happens with Roots of War, right? I mean, I'm not too sure how many times you've played Roots of War, but at least the teams I was part of before, leadership were. They're working hard, trying to get everyone, making lists. They're putting all this time in. Who wants to do it? There's only so many spots we can have. They get everyone on the roster, and then like half the people show up.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell? And there's people online saying, I'll jump in. It's like, well, it's too late now because you can't change the roster once it started. You can't bring in all those people who are sitting there, like the people that we said no to because other people took their spot, and those people don't even show up. And they come an hour later or the next day, oh, sorry, I had this come up, I had that come up. It's like, dude, no, I'm sorry. That's not cool. Not only did you waste all of our time, us that were playing it, but you also messed it up for people that really wanted to, that were actually there, and they can't even get in if they want to.
Yeah, I definitely can definitely see that. Obviously, having the experience that I have so far with being an R5. Or having to lead an alliance, it's a challenge for sure. But it's also just, I think the mystery, I think, is just like, how do you get everybody on the same page? And the rewards are, I think, that the prime example as the results of being able to get there. But I mean, it's just, as young as this game is, it's very interesting how BDO is that organized. You know what I mean? So. My assumption going into this game was that we were going to have a healthy upper hand because we had good chemistry and it was going to reflect on the game. But obviously, there's a lot more to it than just good team chemistry. Like, you actually have to be a good player and have the power to be able to handle it, So, but yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's funny because I sent one of my gatherers over, and I didn't even pay attention. I thought it was our territory, the Farm Alliance territory. But I can just see how, like, established BDO is because I accidentally, without intention, sent it into their territory, and they just took me out like seconds later. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I could go and complain about it, but I'm thinking it's like, it's just how it is, bro. Like, they got the power, man, So, but
Yeah.
it's cool. It's cool. I mean, it's cool because, people like that don't have to be so welcoming. And it's not like you're kissing ass, but you just have to realize your place. You know what I mean? Like, they just have the power, and either you work with them or you just get out of the way, And people like that have no need to be so welcoming. And then, like, a lot of people have jumped in and, feel safe. They're good to go. They're participating. They're helping out and everything. So it's been pretty cool, dude. I'm digging it. So it'd be really cool if I could. The goal, honestly, that I was thinking about having is just, I would love for someone from BDO to hop on the stream and just kick it with us, and just like have those kind of conversations of like, well, what does it take for you to be in leadership, or just like, to be in these top tier teams, But we'll see.
Yeah, well, no, like I said, for me, it's definitely. I'm stoked, to have the opportunity to do it and all that stuff. I mean, because for me, I just like seeing the game being played at that level, and it's like, dude, that's exactly what I aspired for. I mean, the amount of time and money that goes into this, and I'm just thinking like that's cool. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to knock people that are casual and don't put money into it and all that, or just play occasionally. That's fine too. Everyone has a right. We need all kinds of players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for the ones that want to push harder, it's cool that there are teams like this, because I mean, they're not the only team out there. There's other really well organized teams, obviously, on other servers, and it'd be pretty cool to have What's up,
dude? The beer fell right on my toe. Damn.
Oh, the beer attacked back, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's probably telling me to open up soon. God, there goes my freaking toe. I'll be right there. Oh, God, yeah, fuck, that hurt. Anyway, yeah, I don't mean to fucking cause a scene, but yeah, I think for me, the one thing I feel naturally attracted to is people who push it, like, not just it's not like a time waster. Like, you're playing it with a purpose. You want a competition, you want a challenge, you want to grow, you want to be good, you know what I mean? So I can definitely only imagine how exciting it is right now, just getting into BDO and then like, just get to experience.
Dude, like I said, yeah.
So.
Exactly. It's cool. It's like joining a professional team. I was telling my wife about that. I was like, oh, dude, it's funny because I mean, before you work with people like this, and you're like, oh man, you're thinking like, I could probably do that. I could probably take some of those guys or whatever. Then you realize, nah, that never would have happened.
Yeah.
There was no chance. I'm glad that this, I never got into it with these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude.
But everyone's really cool, fun. I mean, it's fun. I'm enjoying it and trying to learn as much as I can. I mean, these guys, I thought I knew a lot about the game. These guys really dig into it. It's pretty cool. Uh-oh. Is that Phoenix? Is she on chat?
Oh my fucking God, this toe. I think I fucked it up, dude. Shit hurts. Anyway. Let me go see Discord real quick. Is she out here? Yeah.
Phoenix, go. Oh, you gotta go to the waiting room or something.
Yeah.
We can let you in.
Oh, yo. All right, I cracked this beer open. Fucking blood everywhere.
But yeah, no, it's cool, man. Too much.
Holy moly, dude! I fucked up my toe, dude. Holy shit!
Which toe did it drop on?
Dude, my left big toe.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was holding little man, just trying to put him down because he's like falling asleep and shit right now. But like,
Yeah.
his leg kicked the beer and then fucking straight onto the floor. Ah.
Oh, that sucks, dude. Uh-oh, House is here. Phoenix and Iceman are in the waiting room.
All right, for sure. Hold on, people. Hold on. Alrighty. Hold on, let me go mute for a second. I'm gonna fuck. Oh my god.
You tie your toe up or whatever it is, man, so it doesn't fall off.
Yeah, hey, we're about to take a shot in a few minutes if you guys get a beer, but oh my god, hold on. I'll be right back.
What's going on with his toe?
He dropped the beer on it. He dropped the beer on it.
Darth, what's going on, bud?
Not too much. Not too much. How you doing?
Good. Enjoying this game. Like, I love this fucking game.
It's a lot of fun. I wish, oh man, I can't wait till our servers are able to like hook up, you know?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be amazing. And like, we've got a super fucking cool alliance in this game now. Like, last season I wasn't as happy, but this season, it's awesome. Like, the alliance has like these town hall kind of things, which I've never seen in a game before. But it's like super well organized, nice humans. Like, they actually care. I mean, it's really fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. What about you guys? Hey, House. Ice.
Well, like I said, like, you know, Churro, yeah, this season's interesting.
Okay.
It's been interesting.
I'm a season behind you, so, or a half a season.
Oh, wait, are you still in season 2+ right now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So we're just behind you. But yeah, so I'm joining in to listen to the sage advice about season 3.
Oh my god, my fucking toe. Hi, Phoenix.
Dude, hi.
God, I'm such
Can
a
you,
fucking
like, heal
amateur
yourself?
sometimes, dude. Oh, what's up?
Heal yourself. Like,
Yeah, I
take
just
care
took a
of
swig
your
from the
foot.
beer. Hopefully that'll help out, but my toe's like purple now.
Oh, that's
it's
not
not
good.
I can move it. Oh my god, good thing you hit the nail. Anyway. Dude, I'm so excited you're here, Phoenix. It's like been a while. Plus, I also want to check in and see how you're doing with the game. Like, how's it going for you?
Loving it. So Darth
Good.
and I were just talking about like the fact that the alliance side, like, we merged in with another alliance, and it's so much better.
Oh, good.
Like, low drama, super engagement. It's a kind of a lame season because we're fighting right now, right? Like, we're fighting another alliance, but it's 3-1, right? We have 300 people to their 100, so they've got a bunch of T5 players. So it's like there is a fight, but it's yeah. Like, even my small alliance that's like, you know, part of the larger thing, like, we just swarm them. Like, we're like a hornet's nest that you don't want to kick. And so we'll take down a C5 player with, you know, just like 20 of us. But we're all going to get together eventually. Like, we all acknowledge this. Like, there's no toxicity in chat. There's no, like, everyone's freaking likes each other. You know?
That's good. It's really, honestly, with these social kingdom builders, it's kind of crazy, dude. You have to really have a tough shell if you can't, you know, if you can't handle like the banter and like the nonsense. Then it's like it's definitely not a place for just any person that wants to have a good time. Badly, but
no, yeah, I mean, like, everybody in our server just wants to have a good time.
That's good.
So, what about you guys? Like, so how's the season 3 going for you guys, and how's the social aspect?
The polar opposite, to be honest with you. Unfortunately, it's kind of crazy. That
sucks.
Yeah, it's.
I'll let Churro talk about it.
Dude, this season for me has been nothing but fuck. I almost quit the game, to be honest with you, last weekend.
What?
Yeah, dude, I was over it. It was just like the bad timing, and yeah, I was completely checked. It wasn't even running the alliance. It was just putting up with this nuisance player and his bitch buddies that are just, it's just annoying. It's just annoying. You know what I mean? So yeah, the alliance we had was just really kind of like it was a secondary alliance, and then we just literally got beat to the fucking ground. Not enough people were logging in, and just all this like craziness. And then, yeah, man, it was quite a rough start to the week. It was one of those things where I might as well have just resurged, because it was about the same hit that it has. Yeah, it was pretty wild. But you know.
Oh, hey, by the way, Stitchblade may join.
Yeah.
She's awesome. So watch for her in the waiting room.
Yeah, for sure. I have it open.
Okay.
Yeah, in Discord. Yeah.
So
once I see you, yeah.
But I think it'll be really cool once you guys can join us, because I think it'll be a much better vibe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that it sucks like that, and don't quit the game.
No. Obviously, it's been quite, a hectic couple weeks and stuff like that, and that was just not helping, unfortunately. But I the thing is, it's like these experiences early on in this game are just reinforcing a lot of the stuff that I believe in when it comes to these things, where it's like, just communicate, just relax, it's okay, take the loss, move on. Like, it's really not that big a deal, And so glad it's happening right now rather than later. It's helping me read patterns that have confirmed certain behaviors, like just the fact of how people build in this game, towers, can just clearly show you what their intention is. You know what I mean? So it's just, and how people communicate. It's just one of those things you just learn, like how people really function, and just what are you in here for, and are you gonna stick to your guns, or are you gonna just go with the flow, so it just really reinforced it. I would definitely love just to have a full alliance of just the whole DOT crew, and just be able to just play the game and bring on board people that are in the same mentality, but yeah, with time, and I think that we just ended up starting this game at a really high difficulty, because it's one of the original servers, and a lot of the big guns were already there at the start, and it was just like we were punching way above our rate, our weight. So, but honestly, other than that, I really enjoy this game. It's really fun. It's definitely what I was looking for, and I just also didn't realize kind of garbage treatment we got when we were in DOT, and these developers are definitely looking out. So
they're super awesome. Like,
yeah,
just the I mean, it's not only like, I've played a lot of games, and a lot of times, like, the customer service you get is based on how much you spend, right?
Oh yeah.
And
absolutely.
the ability to just like text the devs, like, they respond. Like, they not only respond, but they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I didn't respond to you within 12 hours.
Right.
They're super cool, and the game itself is so much more along the lines of like the games I used to play. Right? Like, I know, like, we all played DOT together, but this is a fighting strategy game. There's a lot to it that I really enjoy. Like, right now I'm like trying to figure out how to build my base in the way that's like gives me the best fighting capability, right? Like, and I'm taking down players that are a lot larger than but it's still hard, and it's still like, it's rough to get T5. Like, I'm sure you all have T5. I don't yet.
No. Trust me, House and Darth are the ones that are close, and it is leaps and bounds. Like, it's not a joke. they purposely made it so like you're either in it or you're not at certain points. It's pretty insane.
Darth has FTP like T5. That's amazing.
What's up? No, I'm not there. I'm not
Right?
quite there yet. It's almost. It's close.
That's amazing. So what's
well,
your
I should say when I say
how?
close, though, it's relatively. We're talking. I mean, I've got. I mean, probably easily. I would say probably another few months still, unless I get lucky on the amount of speed ups I get. 'Cause it's all about speed ups at this point in time.
Yeah, but how are you doing that as a free to play player? Or are you
A
just
free to play player. I think. Wow. You know what though? I think because I remember I saw like this. That Boss Nasty guy just put out a video talking about like a lot of free to play players and 25 top ones and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And some of them were up there. I mean, there's one free to play player is like freaking like 40 million power.
Right.
But they've been playing since like beta, right? So they've been playing since like 22.
Okay.
But like I said, but you also become part of an alliance that spends and gets like all those chests. Like right now with BDO, I'm not kidding. I've never seen so many chests in a day.
Oh.
I mean, it's crazy working with people that are all like buying the daily and all this other stuff, and so I can see how it's possible to get a lot of those kind of speed ups and resources and VIP points and all that stuff just from that. If you had a good alliance and you stick with them for seasons and seasons, put the work in, you get some pretty cool things.
The
but I
gold
mean,
chests are pretty rare. I mean, like we have like you get like maybe one gold chest a day here. But yeah, no, I mean like, and you get the gifts like on the total alliance, like how you have your like gift level 35 or whatever it is. But the gold gifts are a big difference.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they start to really make a difference, So it's just all about time. Time is a big thing in this game, and it's pretty wild. Like right now, for example, I just started this one upgrade, which max out assault strategies. I still have 57 days left, and I think I started it at like 65.
Assault strategies, the blue one, right?
Yeah, the blue one. That's just the blue one, and then there's the third tier. The third tier.
So yeah, just to give you an idea. Like for example, so defense formations, the blue one, I've had it 9 because I can't do. I have the purple one at 9 as well, but I can't do it until I get the blue one to 10. And so that right there, with no rune, for me is 101 days, right? And all that. So I have those two. Yeah, it's just insane. I mean, need to have some serious speed ups. It's all about the speed ups, man. You're just gonna need a ton of speed ups to burn through these things because no one's waiting 100 days for something. I mean, with helps, and if you get, like you said, you get the 15% rune, and if you had, because it helps too having your what is it, your research tower, whatever is up to level 25, so you get that. If you're level 15 VIP, that helps. I mean, anything that helps bring down the amount of time is going to help you. But I'm not VIP 15. I'm only 12. So there are a lot of T5 on your server, Phoenix?
Yeah, I mean, there's a decent amount. Like, I would say 15, 20 of them.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean, there's just not a whole lot of T5 players.
Gonna go podcast mode. If you guys get entertained for like 5 minutes, I'll be right back.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Oh man, dude, I would. Yeah, it'd be crazy being able to go. I figured. Sometimes I wonder if it'd be possible. It'd be nice to do just so I can get the frames, but go back to just season 1. But with my current power and all that stuff, go back to a season 1 server, because then I'd be able to get all the frames from all the behemoths, get the dragon. Because I mean, the dire bear. Like, there's some people who are like, hey, there's no dire bear, right? It's gone now. It's just you got the ice giant.
You can always log into my account. that would get you some of it. No, I mean, I would say the vast majority of players in my server are T4. T5 is a really big deal, and we have some amazing T5 players. but there's something to be said for an alliance. Like, so we have T5 players within our alliance. We have 3 sub alliances, right? Like we have IMD, IME, and IMK. There's some ones beyond that, but they're mainly firms, right? And I would have to like actually count how many T5 players, but it's small enough that it matters a lot that in my alliance IMK that we are crazy active, right? Like I had our enemy like messaging me being like, I'm so fucking proud of your guys because like they came in to try to push us and we're smaller, but we're so active that like we swarmed their T5 players. You know what I mean? Like they couldn't do anything because like you're T5, but if you're going up against 20 T4s, you're just going to lose your ass, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you're organized,
So,
you got it.
Yeah, and that's the fun thing. So like every night we have something called Kill Club. So every night at 1 UTC, we have 20 to 30 people sign on and we hit Darklings together, which sounds silly, right? But like on the whole, you want to save your elixir for like legit fighting, or we do Royal Rumbles, right? So we do like 5v5 or 4v4, or like depending on the power level, we'll do like 8v6. You know what I mean? So we want to save our elixir for like healing from fun, real battles. We don't want to fucking heal from Darklings. And so we all get together, we do Darklings, they're killed in like a second. And we're all getting the HP and like all of the benefits of it. And we're also working together, you know? So it's fun.
Cool.
I don't know.
So what's what are you rolling with right now? Like which faction are you part of right now?
So I'm blue and I'm mage because of like when I joined that made the most sense. So I have got Lilia awakened and I'm almost there on Valen. And then obviously I have my celestials. So what I will eventually do is pair Lilia and Valen with my celestials as opposed to my mage.
Yeah, well, your celestials are flying, so you're gonna want flying. You're gonna want flying.
No. So what I want, so like right now I'm running flying, right? And I'm running it with like Thea and somebody else, the other purple whatever flying. But what I need to be doing is taking advantage of the inherent boost to flying troops, but using them as non-flyers with Lilia.
I see what you're saying.
So, you know what I mean? Like, because you know how, like, when you click at the bottom and, like, you look at your troop types, like, it's the same thing, like, when you're using Cav, right? Cav have that benefit that they have the initial boost when you rush, right?
Well, when you rush ranged units.
Yeah, well, there's a little, like, benefit in the algorithm of, like, rushing. So when they do that little, like, you can see it on your screen, like there's like a rush thing. So if you're pairing it with a artifact that allows you to like teleport, what you can do is you teleport back, right? You just teleport away from your target and then they rush again. And then they pick back up that boost in their stats. So if you look at Celestials versus Mage, Celestials have a better boost. So even if you're not using them as flying units, but you're using them in conjunction with Lilia, then you've got a much stronger march.
Interesting.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I know. That's cool. Like I said, I don't play mages very much and all.
What do you play?
I play a Spring Warden, so I'm all about flying cavalry.
Oh God, I hate fucking flying cavalry. How do you play that? They don't play very well.
Oh, dude, they melt mages. So that's why I fly. Right now, I'm trying to experiment this season. I'm trying to grow it out, but I'm doing a triple flying. I have 3 flying legions that I fly at the same time. So when I hit you, I get a 5% surround bonus as well for damage and all. So I get that. I'm hoping to get. They'll have more flying heroes coming out in the future, so I can do 4. When you have 4 melee legions smacking on someone, you get a 10% damage boost.
And you're doing this like with legit non-T5, like you're just hitting hard with a solid T4 solid research.
So I go out there because I got 4 of them right now. I don't have enough units to run because my legions are 200,000 each, right? So I have 3 of them because I have enough to fill out 2 legions at full, but not 3 yet because it just takes so long to get that, right? But eventually I will, because I know they can hold like 250,000 each in my legions right now. So once I get to that, I'll be happy. But I can't wait till I can roll T5 with my setup. Because they're so fast, right? I can fly over anything. I can get to that back line. I can get to any ranged units super quickly, surround you, and plus, like I said, I have a bonus. Well, obviously it's marksman. I have a bonus stuff. But against mages too, because that's where we get our rush, right? That when they charge in, as soon as I hit you, it gives me 1,000 rage. So automatically I smack you with the rage skill from all three legions, right? So with Craig, you get a bleed effect. My Ferondel makes you a cowardice, so I'm not getting hit by your normal attacks for a couple seconds. And then Freygar's, she's the leader of the other one, so she gives more crit damage to her flying legion. And then we just start going to town.
So we don't have anybody that's running that kind of cav, right? Like our only cav players are the people that have T5, and they're not running that kind of a strategy, right? So it's interesting to hear you talk about it because we have very little T4 cav players.
Yeah, I don't do regular cav because Spring Warden's regular cavalry are archers. Basically, they're mounted archers.
Sure.
And stuff. So, but like I said, the reason I went flying cavalry was because of season 1, right? And freaking flying in Celestials. Ever since then, I was getting smacked by Celestials, right? And I was like, I can't stand these freaking. They hide up on the freaking little hill. Used to make me so angry. But so then when Freygar came out, I was stoked because I'm gonna do flying marksman, and marksmen are like the natural enemy to archers. To the mages, right? They have the attack bonus. Sure. The only problem is archer is the slowest unit you have, even in the air. Those flying wyverns are so damn slow. Also, right? So it's so frustrating.
Ugliest troops on the face of the planet. Like I can't handle the red.
I know, right? So, but then but the attack bonus they get for their cavalry is freaking awesome. But that's beside the point. And then, that's why I went Spring Warden, because I saw how fast those little cows, the flying eagles are, dude. And I was like, dude, I need those because now I can hunt them down and get you. Hey, House, I don't know why you're muted, dude. Let's talk to Churro when you get back on that one.
House, it's been a long time.
What's up, Vice Man?
Cat listening too, by the way.
Who?
So everyone say hi to Cat.
Cat?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Cat.
She's listening to the stream and she's being really shy. So.
What was it? You? Oh man. You know what sucks is like when you're going for a war pet that's like 10 minutes away from your castle and you get there and it freaking disappears. You're like, what?
You know what I really hate is the shadow, like the new shadow pet.
Yeah.
They suck because they always bring in 7 other darklings. So you're not just fighting the shadow pet, right? You're fighting that. And for us, it's level 45 darklings. And so you win, but you're just decimated in the process.
I guess for me,
it's the experience that you guys have.
With me, I don't know. Like I said, because usually he doesn't teleport onto other darklings. I've been pretty lucky, I guess, so far with him. He's the easiest one for me to beat up. It's who is it? It's the freaking Night Rock that really hurts me. Like if you don't dodge his like charge or whatever it is, he hits my Legion so freaking hard. Like it's like dodge him.
No, I don't have any problem with the Night Rock. It's the shadow thing that all of a sudden teleports onto like a level, whatever the max is at that time, Darkling, so that I have to fight them and the pet, and then they do it again, and you're like fighting 3 things at once.
Everybody's having fun.
Yeah, no, that's never fun.
Figure this shit out, y'all.
Okay.
But anyway, thank you for entertaining. I just have to put Little Man down. He finally knocked out.
After taking your toe out with a beer.
Yeah, dude, seriously, that shit fucking hurts.
Yeah, House said he was muted or something like that, so that's why he couldn't talk.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tell them to try it again. Maybe they have to update their Discord or some shit. Oh, that's fucking weird.
What the hell?
Let me hang up real quick. Hold on.
What the?
Weird. Okay, how about this? Let's go to the live with Churro chat. That way we can just log in there. We'll go over there.
Live with Churro chat? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I think it was a chat room.
Yeah, I was gonna say because me and House were like we were in Pirates and we are talking, and then we come here and I'm like, oh, we can't talk no more.
Weird. Yeah, no,
That
I think that
is
was
weird.
It. Maybe there's something wrong with the channel or something. Weird.
Yeah, House couldn't talk either. Weird.
I just checked. Everybody's normal. No one's muted.
It's because we're bad influences. I mean, it's probably not good. You got the high schoolers that watching the stream.
Saw that. I'm not even. Yeah.
Yeah, let them have their fun. Season's still,
They're fucking
still young.
douchebags. House, get in live with Churro. You're just in the wrong room, buddy.
I'm gonna try this.
So Phoenix, your server, you got 20 T5s. Like that's I would love to be in a server like that.
Yeah. No, I mean it's a fun time. Like we have a really, really fun time.
Like when our zone 3 opens, whichever side we side with, the other side has 100 T5s. It's like 108 versus 106.
Oh,
It's pretty wild.
really?
Yeah.
And that's just the big teams. Like all the sub teams have T5s too. Like we have 3, like, and then all the other 5 billion teams have like 3, 5, 8.
No, so like the closest on our team, like that's a couple of us went to the smaller team because the rest of our friends were there, right? Like so like our typical modus operandi. But like the closest person on our team to T5 is GTP.
What's
and he's
their
still
like power at?
probably 30, I think.
Oh, then yeah, so that'd be
that's
amazing.
actually pretty quick, dude.
No.
My power is only like 31, but when I see a 30 million account, I'm like, oh, it's game on. I'm like, this is awesome because I'm used to getting just murdered.
No, I mean, like, I'm probably, what, 25, I think? Let me look.
Yeah, but
23?
you're like what, 2 seasons behind us? Well, behind
No.
Earth and Churro.
Not just one
One
season,
season.
like half of a season.
Just one season. Yeah.
They're catching up. They're catching up.
They've pushed and pushed and pushed us. Yeah, I'm 24 million.
And there's a couple little tricks that you can do to like speed up your progress. Because like I'm only 31 million, and like raging like Ricky Bobby, he's 41, and I'm way closer to T5 than he is.
Well, like, I don't give a shit about power. What I want is like the ability to fight, and like
Yeah, same. Like I should be T5 at about 39 million power, 40 million.
Yeah, so like it's
Because
just
I
a matter
haven't
of
done no
like,
buildings that I needed. All my timers are going straight into them big researches.
oh, they're
And that's
so painful, like so painful.
oh, it's the arrows is the you'll see the arrows is the worst.
Arrows. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I'm doing like 80, 90 darklings a day trying to get the watchtower to 24.
okay,
and it's just
yeah.
taking forever.
Holy crap!
I am upgrading to 20 right now.
6. Oh man, I want to get with a 1-star. I'm trying to catch these freaking Shadow Fade Drakes. It's the only one I don't have with a 1-star, and I just caught one. It's an elite, but it's got freaking 5 skills already unlocked plus the talent. I'm going, maybe I'll keep this one. Maybe I'll keep this one.
If you don't have the 1-star talent, I mean, save it, but just try to get the 1-star talent. It's so much of a game changer.
Well, yes. No, I said that's why this is the only one I don't have a one. That's all I've been hunting to try to get a 1-star. I'm just like, hey.
Yeah, that's the way to do it is to hit the same one repetitively because there's a pity system in it. I didn't know that. So just do it for like 2 weeks and you should get it.
But I did get one. It doesn't have the main talent, right? But it came with Forceful Shadow Hunter, the freaking one that boosts its main talent, right? So I'm holding on to that one. And if I ever decide to go mages, I guess, and all that stuff, I'll put it into one. That way I get that skill set without having to freaking wait until buying it with the prizes from the end of season.
Hey, Phoenix, in your guys' season, what level forts do you guys have?
We just got 11s.
Oh, then you guys are behind us, but you're on the same system as us. Yeah, I was gonna say something else you could do to speed up getting books is do forts with 2 people. Like a level 9 fort.
For sure. And we were doing that last season. This season hasn't been as much that because it's been very focused on prepping for war. Because
if you're going for war, you want to save your troops.
Yeah, so it was, and we do these we do these Royal Rumbles, which is like low merit bearing, right? Like, so you might have 5v5 and everybody's strong or everybody is like well matched, or you do like 8v6 or whatever. And it's the low merit bearing, but you just get so much better at the mechanics.
Yes.
Right, so you're actually practicing like, okay, how do I stay in position? How do I get behind the line? How do I assess when someone's getting out of position, when I have a good shot? Like, it's super fun.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the kind of stuff I miss from like Dawn of Titans, is trying stuff out. Like, we try out defenses and stuff. And try out new builds. Like it'd be cool if there was like a sandbox and this where you could like practice against something besides Dragon Trail.
I'm getting yelled at because I'm not doing the Royal Rumble right now. So shout out to the people yelling at me.
What's your team name, Phoenix?
So we're IMK. So we're part of the Immortals family.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really freaking cool. So
yeah, that's something that helps a lot of small teams, and some small teams like have pushback on it. Is even if you're the secondary team in a zone, those big teams can help you get behemoths. They can help you get rewards. They can help you do the elites.
No, it's awesome, and they're like it's not just part of being. Oh, I'm getting background noise. Yeah, it's not just being a part of a team. Like, there's 2 leaders of the team, so it's like Dope Man and Rain. And the last time like we got on to do a behemoth, they just signed on to our like voice chat, and they were advising us and like they were cheering us on. Like, they're just I can't express to you, like, they're just good people.
Yep.
And it's a breath of fresh air. Like, I haven't played on a team in a long time where I'm like, hey, I'm just playing with a bunch of freaking cool, good people. So it's really nice. I mean, like, Churro, like, you were with us a season ago, and like, I wasn't even like happy then, but you were like, oh my god, this is fun. This is like great people.
Absolutely. I was, speaking very highly of the group because it was progressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And it's
like,
gotten 1,000 times better.
Yeah, which is good to hear. And yeah, I'm definitely excited for that server migration. I just hope it is what I'm expecting it to be, because they're very vague of the explanation of it. But like, dude, yeah, I mean, ready to freaking play the game with some like-minded people and do something very organic and just.
The problem would be is like if you guys have 100 T5 players like us coming in, like what the hell do we do? Right?
But it's not. Phoenix, you're actually in a better server because your players don't get poached. Like here, if you're not on one of the top 3 or 4 teams, people they'll just leave your team because we're trying to like grow our team. We're like 5 billion, but all the teams that are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Your T5 players are like, oh, I can go there and I can get 1,000 chests a day. And they're like, so they roll out. And it's like, you can't blame them. Like 20 T5s, your players are going to have a chemistry by the time you get into the next season, and they'll probably all stay with each other.
Yeah, but the problem is like we won't be able to like go up against 100 T5s. Right? Like that's just
no, but that's the thing. You don't have to. Once you get to this level, it's like 2 giant sides. So there's like 6 teams versus 6 teams, and then you'll have a big team with you that'll say, "Hey, we need you guys to be our support team. You're going to eat up this zone of area, and you're just going to defend, and we're going to push next to you."
Yeah, that's what we did. With like we just went into Zone 5, or Zone 4, whatever, where the big dragon is, and like it was so unfair to the other team, right? Like, because they were pushing from one side, we pushed from 3. So we had like the main team closest, the secondary team the next closest, and then us flanking from behind and coming up over the plateau.
Like up here, the egos get in the way of like 3 big teams teaming up on one because everybody wants that dragon frame and to win. Yeah. So it's like the big teams sort of split in half, and then all the little 5 billion power teams are who swings the numbers, but it's not really the swings the power because it's different. Like an 8 billion power team will beat 5 billion power teams because they'll have all T5s.
As rough as it is to accept, but for what you invest to get to T5, it makes total sense why they're so strong. And my only assumption is that it's a different playing field when you get to that level. Like it's a whole new, you know what I mean?
And
in T5, there's a whole nother level above that. Like the T6 accounts they murder the T5 accounts.
There's no T6.
It's called like a Kraken account. It's where everything is awakened, every hero, every artifact, and it makes because I was playing on one, and it was just I was murdering 70 million power players, like just mowing them over, and it was just like it's 70 million player hitting me.
Yeah, I mean, I have like my main march. My heroes are maxed, my artifacts are maxed, like there's no more, there's nothing else to do, but I need the T5. And then I have a friend, Kat, who is in love with our leader and yet isn't getting on my account the way she should and progressing everything. But yeah, if you guys have any tips on getting the T5, that'd be awesome.
push the eco. If the fastest way to T5 is push the eco tree,
Okay.
Yeah.
push that all the way to the end before you do any military. I know it sucks because you're gonna waste, a lot of timers, and then never use a universal timer on anything except research.
All right.
That's like the two biggest things, and buy the timers out of Goblin Market that are under.
Oh, I do constantly.
Yeah.
I do anything.
If it's under 48 gems per hour, buy it.
Okay, so what does that account for? Like, I just look at the percentage off, right? So anything
Percentages. So I went through this with Raging at House. The percentages are off because there will be something that's 60% and someone that's 70, and the 60 will be a better deal because it's a higher amount of timers.
Dude.
So whenever it's 10 hours for 480, you want it. 36 or 360 gems for 10 hours, you want it.
All right, can we create a chart that I don't have to do math?
Yes, I will. I actually have some. I'll put them in. I'll put them in your line app or whatever.
Thanks.
And then something else to do is slow build your roads. That's the most important thing I could tell a team that's not warring to do is slow build your roads to get timers.
To get timers, you mean like to clear the mission?
No. You can, every second you build, you get a build point, alliance credit to spend in the store, and at 30,000, then you can get So at 8 hours and 20 minutes, you get a free timer.
Oh, okay. I don't ever do that, like ever. Like when they do like max build, like we need this building, like I send people.
Yeah, so we fast build in war zones and we fast build towers, but roads we slow build in zone 1 when it's safe.
Sure, they put these markers up there, like one troop build or whatever.
Yes, that's why they're doing it.
I have no friggin' clue why or how.
So the high level players are doing it to get free teleports. The players like me, I want the speed ups. So like sense. This week, if you look at my team with the build time, our number 20 guy has over 100,000 build seconds. Because we're all pushing, we're all trying to get T5 by the end of the season. And
I mean, like for teleports, I just use the Honor Shore. Like I buy that out every time.
Yeah.
Because I port all over the place.
Right. Yeah, and that's the best deal because they're 300. Don't buy them anywhere else. And then do you have the season talents in your season?
Season talents? What are you talking about?
Okay, so next season you'll get it.
We gotta talk about that. That's fun.
So it's like another set of policies that you can do, and you can either do battle, you can do ranged, you can do engineering, or you can do like resources.
No, we don't have that at all.
Are you watching?
Yeah, you'll have it,
Phoenix.
Huh?
Are you watching the stream at all?
No, but I will.
Can you? And then we'll show you what we're talking about because it's
that'd be great.
really, really interesting, and I hope it stays. So.
1 second.
And then another little hack for T5 that we just figured out last week. Save all your CP packs for when there's a Darkling event, like Eliana's Mask or the Blessing Box, because then you get the timers from the Darkling, but you get the bonuses from the box. And any other time, run forts.
Hang on 1 second. Let me try to figure out how to... How do I make it so that I can just... How do I make it so that I can mute the stream so that I can hear you guys, but be able to watch the stream?
You could just turn the volume off. I think it's...
Yeah, you just turn the volume off on YouTube.
On a device. You just turn off the volume.
Piece of cheese. I'm gonna put it right here, and I'm gonna take this chopstick.
Yeah, unless your device is the one that has Discord, I would say maybe pop different device for the stream.
Oh, that's my problem is I'm trying to do Discord and the stream on the same device.
Oh yeah, I wish they would do that. They would.
Do you plan on fighting in the next zone, or are you just hanging out this season?
It depends on what they tell us to do. I'm ready for whatever, dude.
What have you already used your free reset?
Free reset.
So the reset in the corner, you get a free one every season. So don't use it now. If you haven't used it, unlock your CP right now to get your 10% bonus. Reset in the corner, you get a free one.
Hold on.
All right, I'm watching this stream now. By the way,
we'll go back to that in a bit. Let me put these. Let me put my. And then I want to nerd out a little bit on the season talents. It'll be like a 5 or 10 second delay, but you'll see it.
Yeah.
Sure.
So pretty much what they
No, I
introduced.
have it. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can get some of my friends on.
Oh yeah. Do that. Okay. Well, we're doing that. We're actually gonna go and. Hold on. Not.
Let me see who's on.
Oh, that's right. I have, let's see. While that's going on, we are going to go and open some Wandering Storm Treasure. So I realize that
yeah, buddy, stream luck.
Stream luck. Don't get up, people. Yeah.
Oh, Churro, open up your Eliana's mask and your, what do you call it? Your blessing chest.
Right now?
Yeah, on stream. Open up like 20 at a time.
Oh shit! Okay, we'll do that afterwards. Let me we'll buy some time to get some other people on while Phoenix is in.
Oh, Frhagar, he's about to get a 5/5/5 Frhagar.
Let's see. Let's get this Frhagar. Okay, everybody, this is not like some crazy hack, but this is a very effective way to get more bang for your buck. And I saved up 36, so we'll do 3 tenors. I wanted to do it
3 12s.
12s? No, it's at 10 at a time, no?
Well, no, I mean, you could do 10. You could do 12 too.
Nah, 10 at a time.
You want to use them all?
12 throws me out.
Hey, easy, 80 million. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, dude, relax, dude. God, chill. We're on stream. We're just hanging out, man. You're more than welcome to kick it. Just relax. Okay, we'll do these 10. Let's see what I get. Ooh, 13. Not bad. I'll take it. Right there. Boom. Alright, next 10. Let's go. And
14.
7. Not good. Okay. Last 10. We get. Ooh, nice. 21. Love it. Not bad. And 6 legendary medals for this one. Okay.
And you get the keys.
Yep. We'll save those 6 for another 10, and I'll just do that. Save it for the next. Nice, dude. Look, I got, dude. The one thing, okay, Garth and I were chatting about this. It does bug me that, like, well, moving forward, obviously, I'm going to be more cautious about it. The deputy. When you unlock the 5th and the 6th badge, another little star, it doesn't have an impact on the battle. So if you didn't know that, unless I'm wrong, I would highly recommend you be very cautious on how you spend the stars. Now, the way I would like to play is, for me, it does. Let's say not benefit, but it would matter. It would be effective to get that last 2 badges unlocked, because I actually want to play around with the mobility tree for Frhagar, because archers are really slow, but I kind of want to mess around with maybe a speed build, I guess you could call it, but whatever, we'll see. But for now,
all right, show me the new stuff.
Okay, let's go back. So we got those.
Sorry, I was just trying to get people on real quick.
Oh, it's all
so
good.
we can see the new stuff.
We got a skill. Okay. Let me see. Let's see what I get.
Show them the new flying hero.
Yeah, I'll do that right now. Yes! That's the one I fucking wanted. Hell yeah. March speed bonus, rage accumulation speed reduction.
This is what I was asking about, like if you're flying Celestials or not. They're Phoenix because they have a flying mage hero.
Oh, cool.
Let's do
I'm
this
looking
mage
forward to
hero real
this.
quick. And there's still okay. So there's this new flying mage. His name is Bertrand.
Yeah. So
I
we've
love the
seen
outfit.
the preview of this.
Right. The difference between this mage hero compared to the others is that he doesn't. It's single target damage opposed to AOE. So that's the thing with the mages. It's like
So it's a little bit more like an archer.
yes, and it's got there's a lot of he has a big hit with the rage skill. But here's the thing. But I hope they don't really establish, I guess is the word, is the dependency of two specific heroes being paired to be at full power, full capacity. For example, Bertrand was released, and then the other hero is Tohar, right?
Okay, yeah.
Tohar is really weird, and you'll see it on the stream. He doesn't have a rage skill, right?
What?
And yeah, it's super bizarre. I thought it was like a typo or something, similar to what happened when Freyr was first released. The typo was that her attack range was long. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, this is going to be awesome. That was a typo. But Tohar doesn't have a rage skill. It's a passive skill. But on top of that, the synergy that they have requires you not to move for an X amount of time. So it's really fucking weird. But, you know, I mean, Tohar looks cool. He looks silly, but, like, it's a weird combo. And I think there's a lot that that will be eventually understood down the line that we are going to be thrown off by, because it's a weird combo. And I think that the trick right now is the combo of Bertrand and Tohar is really aimed to empower the Celestials, because the Celestials have this thing where if they stay in the same spot and keep attacking, they actually get a damage buff. It's really weird. And Tohar will have like a 5-turn, I wouldn't say charge up, and then has a 5 turn really heavy hit, but he can't move. So
you're also the person that told me people were sleeping on Indus, which is now a big thing.
Yeah, people have
like
always
months
slept on
later.
Indus, and she's pretty fucking amazing, and very attainable for free to play, as long as you do Dragon Trail, right? So, but
What's the policy thing you were going to show me?
Okay, let's go check that
The new
out.
still,
So,
Oh yeah, don't forget to show the season policies too, but regular policies and the season policies.
I'll say this before. The seasonal policies, or talents or whatever, and the actual policies are pretty damn phenomenal. The policies are pretty damn good. So when season reset hit and we were live that first day of season reset, we were going over the policies, and there was almost no complaint on our behalf. I think that it's the best policy tree that they put out. So anyway, we'll look at that too. But check this out. So the season talents, right?
Sure.
Let's see. There's 4 trees or branches or whatever. Battle
this is totally different than what we have.
It's completely different. It's a completely different element. But it's very interesting. So it just depends on what you're trying to really go for. You could be a very all-around player or very specific type of player, right? Because I specifically for archers, I am going for the range assault, and we'll start there. So, for example, with the range assault, you have these 4 tiers, and it starts off with increases the march speed of your legions by 5%, and then there's another one in that tier, which is your legion deals 1.5 more hero skill damage. So clearly, one favors the archer. One would be more beneficial for the archers and mages. Then you go up to another one, and specifically because Sidrian and Rhaegar are kind of like the archer meta. This one right here is Burning Rage, which is your legion deals 3% more normal attack damage in the field. Very, very good. If you want to go with the mages, then you go hardest one, where it's like you have at least 1 ranged legion in battle in the field. Each additional ranged legion that enters the battle increases ranged legions attacked by 1.5. Now here's the confusion with this one. I just saw a video about this.
Okay.
What people are thinking is that it's 1.5 per legion. So at some point you would think, oh, if I have all 5, I'll get whatever, 1.5 plus, 5 of that it is. What I think it actually means is 1.5 is shared across the legions. So if it's 5%, it's 5% split up against all legions.
So a division of
It's
5.
a division. Yeah, because if you really think about it, if each legion was going to get a 5% damage buff, you would see things just melt. And the examples that were shared on that one YouTube video I saw wasn't the case. So it's interesting. Now here's the other one though, which is kind of like it's got me thinking really. But there's this one thing called long range warfare, and it says your marksman units have an attack range equal to your magic units while in the field.
Oh jeez.
But
that would create like the craziest glass cannons ever.
Right. Now check this out. It says, but they also have 15% less base physical attack. So when you're taking 15% off of the physical or any damage output, it's quite a hit. But
like you're basically just turning them into mages.
Pretty much.
Physical mages.
Thing, right? When you go into the legendary tier of that branch, there's this thing called suppressive fire. Every time your ranged legion deals normal attack damage, which is the most consistent, damage you're doing, the target's march speed and rage accumulation speed is reduced. So it's kind of like an offset. Yeah, in the game, it's obviously proven that, archers have the best DPS and they're the ones if you want to punch out the most damage, right? You're getting this crazy increase of range, makes them more offensive, but you're also lowering the amount of damage. But what balances it off, that you're also debuffing. So you're not dealing the high amount of numbers damage that you would, but you're as you normally would. But you are debuffing to buy you the amount of time, so it stretches it out. So over time, maybe you're doing about the same thing. You know what I mean? But
and then interesting,
yeah, and you can't sleep on march speed like that. I mean, it's just as effective as I would say having high defense and high HP, because that will be like your last ditch effort. If you have high march speed, you can break out of the fight quick and run. But if your march speed is, drastically debuffed, it's very difficult. Even
you're toast.
Yeah, dude. So that's the range one. Do you want me to go over the other ones? We can totally do that. There's no rush.
Hold on, Churro, 1 second. Everybody watching the video, drop a like. We only got 2 of them on this video.
Let's do it. Oh yeah, actually, anybody has a beer?
And everybody comment what your faction is. And Speaker Face, good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Speaker.
Hey, Speaker.
Cat, drop a like.
Let's get those likes up to 10. That's your guys' admission for the stream.
However, as good as this edition is, it's also very, obviously limited. So this emphasizes the importance of being in a very active team. And there's a lot of talent quests that you need to complete in order to get the X amount of talent points. Now, for each branch, you can only pick one of the buffs per tier. So you can, for example, for me right now, I am definitely torn. I don't know if I'm going to progress anymore, because even though, yes, my archers would gain that distance and that range, I don't know how, even though I've seen a couple videos, that 15% less base physical attack is quite a lot, but I am a huge fan of the suppressive fire debuff at the legendary. But anyway, so moving on, then you have, for example, battle preparation. It's kind of like I almost want to kind of put it under the builder, category. But it does. I want to say this is a little bit more, maybe well balanced, I guess. So, for example, the harvester is a must. Your legion gathers 15 more resources.
See you later, Uncle Bucks.
More resources from resource points.
See you, Bucks.
Or you get 10% more prestige from defeating dark forces and destroying darkness. You see what I mean?
And then the prestige is going right back into your tree.
Right. Yeah. And then the next tier after that one, for example, is it increases CP recovery speed by 10%. or you gain 20% more merits through combat with other players, and gain up to 100,000 merits per week. So, someone's background. Or you gain 20% speaker.
Hi guys.
Buddy, your background. Can you mute the screen?
Is that better?
There we go. Speaker, my friend, how are you?
All right, you.
Good, buddy. It's good to
Hi,
hear from you, man.
Petey.
What's up, my New Zealand brother?
Oh, I know what he said. It's done out. My iPad's on. I've done it.
Oh, beautiful. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Hey, my mate's just had a sex change.
No.
He's gone from a man to a woman. They know it's weird because he's still trying to reverse off the hospital car park.
Oh my God, Speaker, you're so great.
This fucking guy.
He's so funny. Jeez, that was a good one. How are you? Are you playing any games right now, or what's going on with you?
No, not playing nothing.
How's your
But
health?
having the
Everything okay?
grandkids and everything.
Oh, yeah. Proud grandfather.
You won't believe what my little grandson had on the other day for breakfast.
What?
I took him all the coffee, and one of his brothers had cheese on toast with ketchup on. Well,
What?
the little one, who's 3, had got jam on toast, and he goes, I want ketchup on mine. I goes, you've got jam on toast, you can't have ketchup on. I want ketchup. So I put him some on, he ate it, he said, oh, that's nice, that granddad, I like that. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, well, that's funny you bring that up because it's a thing here in the States. It's like a grilled cheese with ketchup is a little side dish you can put, like a little snack. It's
No, we have that.
Oh.
Grilled cheese with ketchup. But me little grandson had jam on toast, like Jello. And he wanted
Jello
ketchup
or
on that.
jam?
Jello or jam?
Jam, like a preserve, you know.
Yeah. You don't do
Yeah.
that with toast?
It's jam on toast, but he wanted ketchup on it and all.
Oh, that's a little, well, ketchup. Oh,
Yeah,
gosh,
yeah.
that's
I mean,
a
I could
little
understand if he was pregnant, but he's only 3.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I always
Oh, my
always
gosh.
let 3-year-olds pick what they want to eat.
Don't do that. Tell him.
I just give it
knock
to
that out of
save him kicking off and the coffee.
My
Otherwise, he'd have kicked off if he didn't do it.
gosh. Speaker, what's a typical breakfast in your neck of the woods out there in England for you guys? Because I
Bacon,
know it changes
sausage,
across the country.
bacon, sausage, egg, beans, tomatoes, black pudding,
Black pudding. What's that? Oh, isn't that with
Pig's
molasses?
blood. No, pig's blood.
Oh, pig's blood. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Come on. Man, I thought
Like
menudo was
made
bad,
of
dude.
pig's blood.
Yeah, menudo's wild, but this is pig's blood. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
it's
you
a
know
whole
what?
other level, dude.
Yeah, there is. I found through my father-in-law. He loves it. This is his go-to where he's out in Mexico City. Is I don't know what kind of meat, but it's cooked in like the animal's blood specifically. And my girlfriend tries it and stuff, but she's like, it just tastes like iron because it's just a shit ton of blood, and you're cooking the fucking meat in it.
It's nice when it's grilled,
I mean,
but like done under the grill when it's heated up. You know what I mean?
I guess I don't know. I've never tried it. I will try it next time. Actually, now that I think about it. But
I'm on about
That's
pigs.
what-
The pig's pudding I was on about.
ooh, yeah, man, that's wild. I gotta go out to England, dude. I really want to go see a freaking League One game and talk shit to the goalkeeper and go get drunk at a pub.
Yeah.
That's my fucking dream, to go to England, just like watch a
Call
fucking
somebody
League
a
One.
wanker and forget.
No,
You
actually,
just-
even
you
better,
just
a
watch what pub
non-league
you go
English
in.
game. I want a non-league English game on a Sunday morning, and then go get fucked up and wake up Monday hungover.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then have some big.
But you
beans.
just have to watch what pubs you go in.
Oh well, yeah. I'm sure there's some nice pubs out there.
Yeah, there's some where you'd end up with a zombie knife in you and that. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. And then you
Those
got
zombie knives.
Hey, did you
It's so
know,
hilarious over there.
one run in a pub with a zombie knife the other day trying to stab somebody, and they're all running down the street with zombie knives after him.
Zombie knife.
Yeah, well, it's their version of a ghost gun, but they have zombie
Yeah.
knives. Freaking
Yeah, like a
ridiculous.
big machete.
Yeah, that's wild. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, I
they're
don't know
not
if it was-
over
right,
here,
some of them.
You're gonna
I don't
shoot
know
the
if-
guy that pulls a knife on you here.
yeah, well, that's exactly what's happening more often.
Here's one for you about football too. I mean, my mate the other day run on the pitch and had hold of the referee. Oh Christ!
Why? What happened? Did he get put in jail or no?
No, he's waiting for a fine. So Facebook are doing a GoFund page. He got 800 quid up to you.
Oh my
He's
gosh!
63.
And they charge you 800 for as a fine?
No, we don't know what it is yet, but they got
Oh.
a GoFundMe page. So
They
up
have
to yet
800.
they've raised £800,
That's-
but he's barred from bail for the rest of his life, which won't be long if he's 63. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if England play at anything, away and all that, he's got to hand his passport in, so he can't go.
Are you serious? You guys take away the passport if it was an English player that he hit? Is that-
The referee, he run on and grab the referee.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
they take
yeah.
the passport until if they're playing away and that.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Well, I
but,
mean, it makes sense to me because obviously, like, you know, football or soccer in here in the States is a big deal. But for everybody else,
Yeah.
it's if you think football here in America is crazy, you have no idea what they do for their local club. It's out of control. And honestly,
Yeah.
as a first generation, you know, Hispanic, you know, in the United States, it's really weird to see a lot of white men actually interested in looking at soccer like with a fucking dedicated passion. I compare the English league and you know, English interest in the soccer very similar to the Mexican way. It's their fucking life. You know what I mean? And if you
Oh,
if you-
yeah, they do.
yeah.
They live it and breathe it.
Oh my god, like for example when the Euros, like those young guys that Southgate put on to put the penalties, those guys got chewed to their fucking core for fucking up those penalties. So
I played
Well,
for
Stoke
13 years.
City, where
until
I'm
I-
from, Stoke City, that football team, they've got a clan who follow around called the Naughty 40. They're all old blokes now, but they just used to go around fighting everywhere. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You
Those
can
are-
see videos on YouTube of them. Mark Chester, his name. His nickname was Jasper, but he
Jasper.
was the leader of them and that.
Is that the hooligans? Is that what that's called, right? Where they all get up and just start fighting and shit all the time?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know that is it called Green Streets? That thingy on where
They have those in every city that has a soccer team. Because in Columbus they had them called the High
Yeah.
Street Hooligans. They would just start fighting. It's like,
Yeah, dude,
what is
yeah.
going on right now?
They might not even go see the game. They just meet up for have a fight.
Jeez. That sounds like the 49ers and the Raiders back in the day here in the Bay Area. Those
Yeah.
games,
Yeah.
those football matches were. It could have been either a good experience or like polar opposite, where everybody's getting booked or someone's getting stabbed. It was just it used to be pretty fucking gnarly, dude. So,
Yes.
oh shoot, did we scare away Phoenix? I hope she comes back. Sorry, Big.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. Yeah, I shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I've interrupted you.
No, you don't
Your way of
fucking say
train
that.
of thinking, whatever.
Oh gosh, you know my streams, they're all over the place. That's the point. We all hang out more often. But the family's doing well and everything.
Yeah, sound.
That's good. The grandsons are growing, huh? How's that
Yeah,
grandchild?
yeah.
That one little boy driving you wild.
I've got little girl now, haven't we? But
Oh,
I don't
she
have
probably
nothing to do with my lad
melted
again.
your heart, speaker face. I'm sure you. Ooh.
No, I
that's,
don't see her now. I don't have nothing to do with my lad.
wait, what do you mean? You're not seeing her right now?
I don't see the little her mum, his wife, since she's had the baby, has totally changed.
Oh, poor girl. Yeah,
She's
yeah.
her mum can have the kid overnight.
See you
but-
later, Phoenix.
See you, Phoenix.
Sorry, we'll talk next time, Phoenix. But thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, no, no. I'm sure
Yeah,
she doesn't.
speaker showed up bullying everybody.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
No, 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 no.
No,
But
you're
well,
good. No, no, keep talking, brother.
I hope she's okay because I know. I mean, obviously, I don't know because we don't pop kids, but there is a side effect, post childbirth that women do.
No, she says
So,
she's got that separate. She won't let my lad's mum have the kid overnight, but her mum can have the kid overnight. Next door can have the kid overnight. And says she's got separation anxiety. That's the how it's just an excuse. So we fell out. I don't see her, but
Shut up.
I've done that thing. Like off Alien versus Predator. The enemy and my enemy is my friend. I've gone to his ex and said, "Can I see Lincoln? Because I still want to see my grandson." You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So I pick Lincoln up for school and everything, and do stuff like that. I still see him now. And my lad can't do nothing about it because she's given me permission to pick him up.
Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard. Everybody goes through something.
Oh,
but you know what though, I can lightweight, very in a sense, understand and comprehend that like separation anxiety because I feel that I personally feel that I probably went through that more going back to work once my son was born, and I think my girlfriend. It wasn't so hard because she already experienced it, so she knew everything was fine. But it's as much as a blessing children are, it's also the biggest investment in emotion and physical health. And
it pulls on everybody's heartstrings where kids are concerned.
Oh yeah, man. So
yeah.
It's no joke. But Speaker, it's great to hear from you, buddy. I really appreciate you making time to hang out. So.
Yeah, I woke up and she come up here. Churro's just putting the video. So,
what time is it over there right now? 7 or 6?
It's now 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I saw that character Chance, what you got with the gold cape on, and his walking stick.
Oh yeah, he's a cool character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I've got to say something when I saw that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely.
Where is he anyway? He's quiet.
Well, I think he probably got distracted because he said I mentioned to a couple of the guys, hey, just heads up, might stream. I didn't get to everybody obviously because So I got this. So just to let you know, I got this new job working with my local school district. The neighboring
Oh, that's
city.
good.
Fantastic opportunity, new career, starting from the ground up. There's a lot of opportunity to be able to like really make this very profitable like career. Yeah, but with that being said, there's just a lot of room to be able to establish like my influence in school. And here in the United States right now, what they're trying to do, across the country, is build these things called community schools, where like the school itself is the hub for like the families that are part of the community or the school itself. So my role would be eventually the face of the school, where it's like we can go to Churro and he'll let us know what where to go if we need A, B, and C, rental assistance for food and all that kind of stuff, right? So
the event organizer and everything.
Exactly. I would be organizing workshops and meet and greets, and then it's just the eyes and ears of the school and stuff. And it's new for me because I'm usually just the quiet one in the background, even though I'm still pretty outgoing and try to engage. But it's very interesting to have to be the one that like. It's almost like you got to be the cool kid because everybody comes to you for whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So
and you strike up a bond with them, don't you?
Yeah, and Look, let me tell you something. I don't like to get into.
You
politics
just want to lead them down the right road,
right? But look, dude. This country's fucked, Speaker. Like, let me give you an example.
We are
right now. There's a student that I am trying to work with one-on-one, and our school calendar year starts in late August and it goes all the way to the first or second half of June. That's the academic year, right? In the school districts in this area. So this specific student has only attended school 3 times since August and has been transferred to 3 different elementary schools. Right? And on top of that, his academic level is probably at a 2nd grade level. So I'm thinking, what's the problem? Is there like some sort of like efficiency in this, or is the family struggling?
Yeah.
The mom just can't get him off from playing Grand Theft Auto. That's her excuse. And I just look, dude, I'm just very old school. There was no room to question authority when I was growing up. I knew if I tried to even flex, there is a belt with my name on it, and if I fucking tried, my dad didn't hesitate to remind me.
My granddad had a strap, a belt, and he used to snap it together, and that was enough. And you thought, I'm doing as I'm told. I don't want that.
Now, I will say this: there is a fine line between discipline and abuse. We all understand that, right? Even I know that.
Is his dad in the family, just his mom?
No, but get this: the dad and mom are both in the family. Everything's established at home, and they're actually they earn well because the dad has a private or some sort of business of his own. But they
need to set some ground rules with him.
Yeah. So the thing that I've learned in the past 5 years of working with youth is that, unfortunately, you almost have to get them ready to accept the fact that you're not going to get the encouragement from home. You have to build it on your own. So you have to separate it, you know? You have to understand home is one thing and school is another. And the one thing that's going to make you feel really good is school. So you end up having to make these kids become very independent. And if you don't do that, they'll drop out easily. And it shouldn't be like that, you know what I mean? But
if you're letting them have all their own road, they're going to take the easy path all the time.
I mean, exactly. But it's very bizarre to me because it's like kids don't know what the fuck they want. So why are you letting them fucking make all these choices? Sure, dude. Every case is different, whatever. But like, you gotta give them some sort of base. You know what I mean? Like they can't just fucking have all the fucking right to pick what they want. You just have to set the grounds. Give them something to feed off of it. You know, once they're 18, they fucking hopefully they took something from growing up. But it's the parents
should be allowed to get tattoos and stuff. Like, I mean, they know what they want. They should be allowed to get tattoos at like 10 years old.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I want one of my 10-year-old students show up with the fucking full sleeve. You know, like a Kraken or something.
No, like a face tattoo. They should be allowed to smoke and drink. They should. I mean, kids are smart. They know what they want.
I did. I've got to be honest though. I did my lad a full sleeve when he was 15.
Who? Your son?
My son, yeah, he got tattooed when he was 15.
Shit, I don't know, man. That's wild. Hey, whatever. It's a tattoo.
He's a big lad for his age. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know.
And I've been tattooing, and he wanted it. He kept on. So I did it. Half asleep, down to his elbow and all over his shoulder. Tribal.
You gotta share a picture of that. I want to check out how that looked because I know you got a good hand on you with the art and stuff.
I'll send it now if I can.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna pull some keys. I want to have some fun with this real quick. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't even know if we have the fucking stream. Yeah, we do. Let's do that. I don't know why I chose. Stupid. So, you can only pick one of the healing. And I guess the one to go to would be mana because it's so hard to get. But I choose gold because I thought it was going to be like you could upgrade it from like top to bottom. Okay. And I can't upgrade this until that one is up to 5. Shit, but there we go. All right, infantry. There we go. All right, let's see what's up with chat. Sorry, y'all. I know that there's some fucking bullshit going on in chat. Let's see what's going on.
No worries. I got rid of one of them for you.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Look, I know they played their game. They play it however the fuck they want, dude. But the streams are neutral ground, man. Everybody's just here to chill, just relax.
Bro, you got people having your back I've never even heard of.
Oh, I appreciate that, dude.
You got.
Oh, chill and chat.
Sounds
What's
like
up,
easy.
dude? Sorry, man. I didn't see you were there.
Yeah, I've sent
Chat,
you
what's your in-game name?
Okay, guys. I think we have so much important.
Did you hear that, Churro?
I'm sorry. Say that again, bud.
I've sent the picture in Call of Dragons.
Oh, I want to check this out. Let me see what it looks like. But dude, this is what so for those watching the stream, this is what I love is when you can get the fucking legendary medals for resources, dude. I don't care what the discount is. I just get it. Period.
No, it don't. I was. You could buy those for $1 million. I would just buy them.
Yeah.
1 million gold.
Yeah. Oh, these 8 hours. I'm good with those.
Because those things are harder to get than the gold crowns.
Yeah.
Like when you get towards the end, those things
Right.
are a pain in the butt to get, man.
Yeah.
Because you need like what is it, 2,000 or something to 6-star or something. It's like 600 each for the last two.
It's ridiculous. Not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan of the 5 minutes, but I'm starting to save my gems right now, dude. Getting ready for those big upgrades, man. Look, here's another one. Boom, another for gold.
Cool.
I need this one. I absolutely need this too. 8 hours. 17 content. 150 for wood. I will say though, I do like it when they have the everything must go in the Goblin market, because if you really time it correctly and buy the right thing, it'll balance that discount. You know, it'll just make it even more cheaper, excuse me. Oh, let me see.
The pictures underneath, I designed it and drew it and then put it on him.
Damn, speaker.
It's like Polynesian.
I don't know how. It's just. And this was when he was what? When he was 15?
Yeah.
And he's out. So this was what, 15 years ago?
No, he's 20. He's 20. It's about 12 years ago.
Oh, that's still pretty. Damn. You have one steady arm, bro, to be able to draw like that. That's insane.
Yeah, I love it doing stuff like that. I made all that up, the Polynesian.
Really?
Yeah. Just put
that's
different
pretty
elements
fantastic.
and drew them different, so they fitted. Like you got the two geckos, haven't you? And you got the thing what makes a face at the top with the tongue out.
Mm-hmm.
And all the patterns that can you see it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Hold on, let me
Yeah.
have to reset the.
I like symmetry and that, you know what I mean?
It almost looks kind of like a little like those little puzzles that the elementary school send the kids with. You know what I mean? You go from one end to the other.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very. It's almost like if I cut this image in half. I know you guys aren't seeing it, but if you want to go into my Discord, you can see what I'm talking about. It's like if I cut it right in the middle, it mirrors itself. You know?
Yeah, that's right. It does, yeah, symmetry.
Oh. Oh, I need to get. Hold on. Okay, give me 1 sec, y'all.
Everybody in here, drop a like for Churro. If you're in chat arguing, at least drop a like.
On the screen, I can only see one like up to here, and that's me.
No, I think there's 7. So I'm pretty sure me, you, Darth did it. Phoenix did it. All these
It must
goofballs
be
in chat need to
depressing,
drop
then.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, normally Chance and House. I heard Chance's voice on, but I didn't see him on Discord.
House was on his. He had to get off. He had to eat Jersey Mike's or something.
Jersey Mike. I don't know where the fuck he came up with this shit, dude.
No, he was he
Oh, he
was
really
eating
was?
a sub
Oh, I
sandwich
thought
or
he
something.
was-
No.
I thought you were fucking around.
Yeah, he got like subs for dinner. He's talking about it.
Right on. Yep. Let's see. What are we doing? Oh, pull some fucking keys, dude. We got.
Get your second research going, Churro. Go get a rune.
There is no. Oh, is there a rune? Hold on. No, hold on. What am I reading for?
If there's not one, do a small one.
I don't have short research anymore.
That's one thing I regret about doing all the eco tree, because now it's like everything's 60 days, and if there's no rune, I'm like, do I wait 3 days and hope to get lucky, or do I just start it?
Yeah, and plus I'm still recovering, dude. I'm actually resource healing, because it was a fucking hit. I was at 1.3, I think, on today's Friday, Tuesday, and I was like, this isn't gonna I'm not gonna fucking be able to progress if I don't start resource healing and shit. So chunks at a time, and every so often I got lucky, maybe found like sir,
Right.
thing, but
The
game
resource heal your workhorses and if you have any T1 troops, because they're real cheap.
Yep.
Don't waste the elixirs on them.
Yeah, I have time. We're not fighting right now, so might as well just.
When I researched, I did that. I've resource healed all those. I'm like, oh, at least I can gather for a couple days.
That makes sense.
Hey, I got my driving license back, Churro.
But
Hold on. How did you lose your driver's license?
I had aneurysm 3 years ago and passed out on the D road, and they had to cut me out of the car.
Oh my, yeah.
Thank you, Yarv. We appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Who's that?
Oh,
That Frost Giant was no joke for a team with no T5s. That thing was brutal. Took us a lot of tries.
looking for again? Research. How to start a build. Train speed. I just kind of want. We'll get there. Hold on. Let me fucking pull some keys. I get some dreamlike going. We'll start with the silver. Oh, we should scrap a few. Yeah, man, these behemoths are no joke.
Sure, why don't you set it on auto scrap? That way it just does the blues for you.
No, I gotta do that, dude. I want the anticipation.
Oh, you just want to save them up.
Still some time in that.
You just get to see that. You get to see that money grow.
That's right, baby. Here we go. That's what I. Oh, look at that right there. Boom. Legendary lucky medal. There we go. There we go. What I get? Nice. Mr. M. Of course I'm gonna do it. Come on. Yes. Oh fuck yeah! I got a Darwood. That's exactly what I was itching. Like I woke. Let's gotta start pumping. Oh, I gotta hit the. Ooh, have much E.
What kind of resources do you need, Cheryl? Like if you could pick one of the gold, wood, or ore.
Probably, honestly, I would probably just need mana, dude.
Well, you can't transfer mana.
That's so funny how they fucking do that. Well, I would say then.
Well, that's smart because when you're
Or-
resource healing your T5s, it's like it's so much mana, it's a joke.
Yeah, I would say or because the fucking resource.
Put in the alliance chat that you need it, and someone will send it. Like anybody got ore.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I'm not. I will say this. I really underestimated Nico's rage skill. It is fucking potent as fuck, and carrying them up with power in the rattle spear.
Yep.
That's pretty. Wow, that defense.
There's a lot of cool builds, and depending on what level of fighting you're doing, because some people want the Haas, for the counterattack. Some people like the Kanara Haas for counter. Because I was watching the Fisto fight today, he has a counterattack march, 5 legions where it's counterattack, and he tanks for his team.
See, and that's
some stuff we're not going to get to. But when someone unlocks, like when Rage unlocks his T5 infantry, he could do 5 counter builds and go out there and still do damage where he's not just getting beat up.
Yeah. That's my biggest takeaway with this game, dude. It's just like the builds are infinite, and it depends on what road you want to go. Like and everybody has their purpose, So
right,
it's like you have the people that are just down to fucking beat the meat shield, and that's their contribution to the team. I just want to say I feel that there needs to be some recognition with merits when it comes to being a meat shield, because it's all based on damage.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's the only thing I want to be. It's like, look, there's got to be some fucking solution you guys can make it so that if and same thing, right? For example, let's say there's 2 tiers when it comes to and there's the tier for the damage, and then there's a tier that absorbed a bunch of damage. And,
right.
You know what I mean? Because really the thing is, there's a lot of sacrifice when you're playing defense on behemoth raids, because the big winners are the ones that are punching out a lot of damage, which is totally fine. But why don't we just add that, where it's like, okay, why don't we reward the people that were absorbing the damage so that person can perform? You know what I mean? So it's that's my only thing that I really want to see. Let's see.
I'll send you a picture of me and my van.
Is that the one with the
Predator mask on?
Let's see, isn't that the one you modified?
Yeah, it's all done up inside. Got thingy bed and everything.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Tally.
Which was the one that you had that was like an orange vehicle?
Oh, that was me Renault 5 when I put all that kit on.
Yes. Yeah, you had a really
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
sound system. That's a big thing out in England, right? Those
Pardon?
the races, those really where they go out in those narrow roads and they're racing at 80 miles an hour or whatever.
Oh yeah, the rallying.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
It's like a rally car. Yeah, it was done like a rally car.
Yeah, because it's there's a driver and then I guess the it's kind of crazy the reflexes.
Yeah, they have a passenger reading out there what gear they should be in and how fast they should be taking the bend and all that. That's rallying, that is. But that's what I'm driving now. My Craft is the picture what's on now. What's got all the tallying and everything and all the disco lights.
Wow. Disco lights. Is that a Mercedes?
No, a Volkswagen Crafty.
Oh, okay.
It's only done 22,000 miles.
Man, with the, I always wonder how you guys do that with. I don't know if it's everywhere. I'm sure the big cities, right, are the cobblestone streets. I feel like that's a very common thing throughout Europe. But is that only common maybe in small towns, or is it everywhere?
What's that?
The cobblestone roads.
Oh, no, they're few and far between now.
Oh, okay.
Because what they did, they ended up pulling up all the cobbles and selling them to America because they could get good money.
Really?
Yeah. Like our backs used to be cobblestones. The alleyway at the back of us used to be cobblestones. And then he took most of them up and replaced it with tarmac and just had a little lump now and again to slow the traffic if they come down. Well, that was left in cobbles like. But they took them up because they could make money by selling them to America.
Weird. I wonder what they were using them for. Maybe just to have a look. But...
Yeah. But if you take the tarmac up on a lot of the roads, there's still cobblestones under them.
Right, they just build right on top of them. That makes sense.
Yeah, they just put tarmac at them over them all.
I mean, they use tar to fill in the spaces between each stone?
No, they'd cover it with like an hardcore. They'd press that down with a whacker plate, and then they'd put hot tarmac at them over that.
Oh.
And let it set, you know what I mean?
Whoa. But it's just kind of crazy. So, like, cobblestone is just, is it a specific type of stone, or is it just polished rock that was just used to make a street?
Yeah, it's like a bloody polished rock kind of thing. Yeah, it's rock hard.
Yeah, I didn't.
It lasts forever.
yeah. Clearly, I mean, Jesus, dude, fucking. Obviously, clearly, this is American speaking to a European, so it's normal for you guys.
Yeah.
But when
if you watch the Tour de France, the cycling race, some parts of that they're on cobbles over in France. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you're right. Not that I've seen an entire.
Must rattle the teeth out when they're going over them because they haven't got suspension on them road racing bikes, have they?
That's crazy. Yeah, I remember when I first got, I first saw that when I think it was more, it was around more when we ended up in Rome.
Yeah.
And
I bet Rome's got cobbled streets, yeah.
Yeah, so they have it everywhere, everywhere in Rome.
Yeah.
So, but when we were in Spain, it felt like I was. There was more like pavement roads, like we have here in the States, very similar to like normal, But yeah, definitely in Rome, I feel like they take a lot of pride in keeping that around just because of the history and stuff. Now, obviously, for everybody listening, you already know how long Rome's been around. It was just pretty crazy. But
I actually built all the buildings in Rome.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
fucking funny. That's
That explains why they're all falling down now.
Oh, that's good.
Are you working on any cool patch, Churro?
I'm sticking to the fucking Night Rock for Syndrian right now. Just honestly taking the advice you and Cap gave me, one pet at a time. And it's quite easy to get very distracted with like
because you start seeing like, oh, I want to have all 5 marches, and
right, but
it's best to just get one pet and just keep scrapping all your extra skills to get that currency, because then you can buy the 3-star.
Yeah, I think right now the thing that I'm learning is I hate the fact that I had to go this route, but just me being impatient, I got a pretty damn good build for a Night Rock, and it'll pop up in the stream. It's max, its affection levels maxed out and everything. But it's very difficult to get this one to legendary, because every time it does, when I regenerate it, I actually lose several skills because a lot of the skill slots get, whatever. So it's like you really have to focus on one pet at a time and stuff like that. But I mean, like, the skills and stuff are very effective, but it would only be that much more effective if the right base attributes were at the S tier. So right now I'm just going back and just playing around a little bit, and ended up pulling
Yeah.
a very
Eventually, they might have something where see how because you have 7 skills on that,
yeah
where you can take 2 or 3 off. Like you can spend the gem and keep the. Because it sucks when you get rid of one of those and you lose all them skills.
yeah.
'Cause I got ones with 8 skills, and I'm like, I'm not getting rid of them, even though I don't want them anymore. Because eventually, I'll be able to get more than a regen potion for it.
Right. Yeah. I do think that like there's still way more on down the road to make the pets much
Yeah.
more worth people's time. I think I still believe a lot of people don't like to mess with the pets, but it's a difference maker because just think about
Oh,
it
it's
like this, right?
essential.
It's
It's
essential.
100% essential. It's
Yeah.
like having another deputy.
Exactly. That's a fucking perfect way to put it. Because the thing is, before pets were introduced, if they wouldn't, just imagine if they weren't introduced at a certain point in the game in its history, the free to play would be able to match the spenders because they would be
It would
able to-
already be there.
yeah.
Like the
But the-
T5 players would be able to beat the max T6s more often. Now the difference is the T6 players have pets with 5 or 6 3-star skills
Mhm.
because they can buy them.
Right. Exactly. So,
Which I don't mind because it gives the whales a reason to spend, but it's not as like lopsided as like it could be.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not the one to try to follow the norm, but I do like the fact that like you can get more diversity out of a pet, and you can have, for example, I could have 3 very well built Night Rocks for Syndrian. It just depends which approach I want to take. Maybe one that's a little bit more tankier, maybe one that just is a glass cannon, or maybe one that's a little more like all around. You know what I mean? And you can do that, but it's the RNG obviously is what keeps this thing going and stuff like that. But the thing is, here's the other thing. The only other thing I hope that they introduced fairly quick is being able to control the level of pet you're gonna hit, right? And the reason I say that is because the
I
problem
hate
with
that they took that away.
Yeah, and I get it. I'm sure there's a reason for it. It was abused, and they wanted to make sure keep the thing the game balanced. But the problem is anybody that's new has
Cannot on my mini. I cannot capture a pet.
that's exactly what I was trying to get at. I can't capture it, so it's like yes, I'm progressing and leveling up, but there's a lot of main progression quests that I can't gain the rewards from because the pet health system. It's like you can't capture a fucking let's say Night Rock because it's at level, the lowest level is 36. So what happens? They match it so that the Darkling level is equal. So if you don't have the army size or you're still new, you can't jump up to level 36 and expect to win. That's just the only thing I with the pets right now that I hope they change.
Yeah, and your teammates can't help you capture them either. So it's like someone who's new, like let's say you're 15 million power, you might not be able to capture a level 38 pet because some of them things are wicked when you're capturing them.
Dude, yeah, like the Night Rock, it hits
Yes.
hard. The Night Rock is no fucking joke, especially
And it's different. It's different from account to account because on my account, the Golden Rock's hard to catch. Everything else is easy. The Golden Rock absolutely murders my troops.
Damn, dude, yeah. Yeah, and
And it's
also
like, it's
weird,
just-
too, because like the attacks it has when you're trying to capture it. Like I wish that would be the thing that would be available.
Oh God,
when you're
I
using it.
know.
Let's see what's up in the chat real quick.
So is Raging still playing the game with you?
No, Raging.
Yeah, he's on. He's in
Raging
POTC
Cajun
with me.
or Ricky Bobby. Speaker.
Well, he's changed his name.
Well, there's 2 of them now.
Oh,
there was
There's 2 Ragens. There's Raging Cajun, and then
Yeah.
there's Ricky Bobby, the Canadian guy.
Yeah,
Oh
he's-
no, I'm on about Raging Cajun.
Oh no, he can play.
He doesn't play the game. He
Oh,
was,
right.
yeah, he doesn't play. I think he bumped. He last time I spoke to him was on one of my earlier streams with the game, and he was just kind of like breaking it down how these new kingdom builders work. And like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I just took his 2 cents as a grain of salt with a grain of salt. But a lot of the stuff that he actually spoke about came true when it comes to the whole like you're constantly migrating, you can't stay in one spot, you have to watch your back, the whole politics of the whole thing. So
he was pretty hot on stuff like that, though, wasn't he? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because yeah, and he was all about the whole Diablo Immortal, and was part of. He was getting pretty well established there.
Yeah.
But then it just got too difficult with Diablo. It's such a fucking such a grind. I mean, it's hella fun, dude, but it's like it's a fucking grind, and it's even still this day. They introduce a lot of cool stuff, but it's still too much.
I left it with something like 40,000 platinum. I did.
Yeah, are you? So you're not playing? Yeah, you said you're not playing anything right now.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, but if you decide to hop on, let me tell you, this game's really fun.
Yeah, it's just too much time involved with it and all the stuff you got to do.
Absolutely, this game is
this game's more addicting than Dawn of Titans.
Yeah, well, Dawn of Titans was I never get over losing.
You had weeks where there was nothing to do. You were like, even at end game or beginning, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna do 3,000. I'm gonna chill. I'm not really gonna do much. This game, you could do something all day to help your account.
Oh yeah,
building and gathering, and it just there's so much to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's also fun with the whole
seem
lore
like
too.
a lot of maintenance.
It is. There's a lot of maintenance in this game. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of
in this game, there's more ways to help your team. Like Dawn of Titans, you either got VP or Souls. This you can build, you can attack, you can do dark. Like there's just the team aspect in this is so much.
Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah,
more diverse. Yeah.
It is definitely.
It'd be good to do a sleeve of characters out of this, Churro, wouldn't it?
Say that again.
It'd be good to do a tattoo sleeve out of the characters in this.
You know what?
Like a Neo one, a new one. You know what I mean? The cartoon stuff.
I would say tattoo wise, I probably. In this. Yeah. I mean, At first, I will say that the graphics were difficult to accept, but the gameplay trumps it, dude. Like it's so good.
Like that, she looks good with that bow and like with it.
Let me go back. I'll go back to a little bit delay. Yeah, for example, like the archers. I mean, it's got that cartoon fantasy look. It's cool.
Yeah, I like stuff like that. I do. They've all got the big top torso and then the spindly legs.
Yeah. It's very
good.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, the one thing I said early on in my my time with the game and earlier streams was that, like, obviously yes, there's a clickbait, money transactions that you can take advantage of. But even though that is around, the game doesn't really feel like it's desperate to me. Like. And I think that was definitely one of my biggest takeaways. And like one thing that even Iceman, we all talked about it back in the day in DOT. Had they, established or introduced some sort of like $1.50 or $3 like daily bundle deal, how much money they would have been able to make and given them a better reason to just fucking put some more effort into the game. You know what I mean? And in this game, for example, they have
a monthly pack.
Or a monthly
the $3 monthly pack is such a good deal. You have to get it.
Yeah. And for example, speaker, like in this game, there is I think in pounds, I believe it would probably be $4.50 but like there's a daily deal for an X amount, and for you American dollar it's $2.99. but
Yeah.
it's actually like good. There's actually, you get more out of that $3 purchase than you would like almost in any other game. And
Yeah.
and obviously, let's say we're promoting purchases in the game, you're already going to spend $3 somewhere, right? Well, $3 in this game is really not that bad, and it really does make a difference.
Exactly there. That's 600 Art of Kings.
Let me go back to
$2.99. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, for example, like it'll disappear, but it'll pop back up. There's 3 different, not tiers, but options right here, right? Different prices.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I've just seen them. Yeah.
Right. So,
Art of Kings.
and there's, each of these options, certain things. You could either buy them individually, or you could just buy all 3 for $3.
Yeah.
And, so it's like, it's cool. Again, the one thing that makes it difficult to promote this game is that, for example, like, let's say you are interested in playing, obviously you as a new player want to play with people that's not possible, because it pre-selects you into a specific server,
Yeah.
And but clearly
that should be getting fixed at the end of the season, and then
something like that. It's coming up though.
It's really coming, and then but the problem is a new player is going to have to catch up, so that's where you're going to have to find a server that's cool for like the low end players to merge with you. And
yeah,
there's always going to be a
it'd be
farm count,
virtually impossible to catch up now to how far you lot are.
Yeah.
You'd either have to have a lot of money or a lot of time.
Yeah, but they're all, here's the thing though, and a lot of the early like players that started when global launch happened, the one thing that they will realize, and we saw it in DOT, is that in order to keep the game growing, they will make it so that the newer players can catch up. You know what I mean? And the only advantage that we will have is the fact that we've put in time, we've learned the mechanics, and we know the ropes and stuff like that. But I'm not going to be surprised that all of a sudden certain heroes and certain things are going to be more accessible at early stages. It's just how it goes. It's in order to keep more people interested.
It does look good. It's better than that thing you were playing before, anyway.
Yeah, Darth. You're in chat and I've seen, but like, see, that's the thing right now. I as much as I really want to look for, 2-star skills and stuff. What's really gonna, bug me is I almost want to put money down. I know that they're gonna introduce like the 3-star like talents, and yeah, they'll be pricey, but the significant difference is gonna be that much more of a teeth for people to put in. Because sometimes from going from a 1-star to a 2-star, like the benefit isn't even that much. I think, I don't know. Maybe I'm miscalculating things, but people are gonna be going all for the 2 stars, and then all of a sudden 3 stars drop. And obviously, that's how these games work,
it's always gonna be. There's always gonna be something bigger around the corner because that's how they keep people spending. But yeah, I would. If you're not Warren, I would save for, a good pet build, and as soon as one comes out, throw everything into it and get it, so you're meta for a little while.
But you know what, though, I definitely can confidently say that, like, for example, like I do think that metas carry over fairly well, because you would think, for example, I just awakened Syndrome probably like when was it? Maybe like the tail end of last season, right? And I was kind of assuming that he'd kind of fall out, but honestly, he's still one of the best archers.
He's the best archer in the game.
So, but going to the point, it's like you also you gotta time it too. It's but when you go out with the hero. And for me, the heroes that will stick out is the ones that have the rally skill, because you're always going to need them to grind. for XP. So I feel that if you're gonna, obviously war and grinding are two different elements. Obviously, like, I feel you get more bang for your buck in the long term if you invest all the way in to a hero that has that like rally buff. Like either it's more health or more, more damage. Obviously, more damage is the way to go.
And
that's
stamina
why
always plays a factor too in the end game. You're going to need everything maxed eventually. I mean, down the road, I'm talking like a year or two down the road.
Oh, bro. Yeah. I mean, I noticed that right now in just this season because stamina is going to run out. There is going to be a point where you're going to have a surplus of troops, but you're going to need all available heroes ready to go out and fight because you're going to keep pushing, So, I mean, people are like, I'm not going to fucking waste my time on the epics, but there might be a time where you're going to need that epic pair that will just give you that, extra push in the fight, so. Oh. 2-star talent. I thought that was a rumor. I haven't seen anything yet. I know that the 1-star is available. It's clearly difficult. Yeah, and Yarvets, you're right. Yeah, the art style can be a little off to people, but if you can get past that, it's a fun game. Yeah. Yeah. It's just about making sure you... And it definitely... You gotta be patient, man. You're not gonna drop 70k on the game right off the bat. You're here for the long run, long-term project. So... Ooh, nice. I'm gonna awaken her. Now. Let's see.
That looks like one of them little kids off Brave.
Yeah, little hobbit.
The little one with red hair. That Brave, that Disney film with the girl with the bow. Her little brothers. They've all got red hair, haven't they?
Oh, I remember that. About 33. I'm gonna awaken her. Yeah, fuck it. Nice. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Seconds.
Looks like they got somebody good in charge of the artwork.
Oh yeah, the artwork is consistent. It's good.
Well, that's what was good about Dawn of Times, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Amazing artwork.
Still to this day, I will always say that my favorite, artwork wise, my favorite Titan was Oni. The attention to detail on Oni was just amazing.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
Was Oni the big samurai thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samurai guy. That's also my
good.
I love that whole like samurai.
Crap at battling, but good and thingy. Yeah.
Such a shame. He could have been good, especially being whatever the name was for that hero.
And to think he was in the Wassit Altar at first, wasn't he? That bloody.
Yeah.
Same as Live Spark and all them. You had to collect them for getting.
Man, dude, they did the absolute best with Live Spark and Necrosa.
Yeah.
That was the craziest thing, man. I mean, shit. It's one of those things you realize it's like, yeah, you got the power with Live Spark, but what tries to balance it out is the fact that the troop loss is so heavy, Can't just be.
I saved up all that stuff for Live Spark, and then the ports are broken out. I thought, well, what a waste of fucking time. You know, the one what Vintage kept going on about.
You know
Yeah.
what though? That was quite the I still
Game
remember. There's a couple
changer.
things I still specifically remember during the DOT days. But like when Zabava came out, that was
Yeah.
that was a one time when we were all like, just like, damn, not again. Here goes the next, wave of players hitting the exit door.
Yeah.
And especially after like the most balanced meta that they had, which was the War Gods. Hachiman.
Yeah.
Oh,
P10.
that's when defense mattered. Because you were
Yeah.
like, oh, I could have 10, 12 defenders that like all were, take 5-6 minutes to beat.
Yeah,
'Cause
just
if
slowed
someone who was,
everything
who
down.
was free to play, I was competitive on the war teams. And then Zabava came out and I was still competitive because I was just murdering everybody.
I remember the clip that went out there. I think it was I don't remember who it was actually, but it was like a 30-second video clip or whatever it was of Zabava. I think just at level 60 with no relics, and it just automatically killed a P10 or whatever. What's his name? I know, I just said his name.
Jensu was
Hachiman?
good, that little rat, wasn't he?
What's his fucking
Remember
name?
the little
Archer.
rat, Jensu, like
Oh yeah.
he was good. Quick attacking and everything.
Oh, with that crit that he did when he come running and he hit you with that
Yeah.
crit.
I mean, he had his day, and then all of a sudden it's just
What was
crazy.
the event? What was the event where the main hero or the main boss was like super difficult?
Boss
to beat?
raid. Yeah, and you just hit it with Jinsu and kill it right away.
Yeah, what was that event? Do you remember? I don't remember.
Boss raid. Or no, it wasn't boss raid.
Yeah, boss
Was
raid.
it boss raid?
Boss raid? I think it was.
Yeah, it was boss raid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember that was the funniest thing. People were taking it out in like literally 3 seconds and just
Yeah, and just
boom,
beating
boom,
it.
boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that, so then they patched that, and then they did it where you dropped the Goliaths on it, and it would just kill it right away.
What
Yeah,
about when he brought them bloody
Ra
big
always
creatures
bugged
out?
me
What
too.
walked like slow?
Well,
That
Because
slowed
Ra
you
was
down,
the
trying
event.
to kill them for ages.
Raw was the event when everybody boycotted. They all went free to play, and the
Yeah.
team I was in got number 1. And people were like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "We're grinders. We don't ever spend. Like we attack." And so we actually got the first place of reward for it. It was the only time I ever got it.
Yeah.
And I think our minimum was like 8,000, but we all grinded. Like nobody spent.
Well,
everybody
Spice
sat out
was
that
on the
event.
team, man.
It's funny because I know that they always made that extra effort so that, like, for example, whatever meta we were in and whatever what's the word, whatever, not theme, but whatever, fuck is it,
I do
Not
miss the game because we had some
history or
right laps
whatever.
on there, didn't we?
yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, but the point was that Raw
One
sucked.
great thing about Dawn of Titans was, go ahead, Churro.
No, yeah, Raw sucked. That's what I was trying to get at. I forget what I was gonna say.
Yeah, Raw, the design, everything just sucked about it.
Oh.
The whole thing was just terrible. Yeah, the one cool thing about Dawn of Titans was you didn't need 50 team, 500 players to be competitive. You
No.
could get 20 good guys on a Friday night in Discord having a good time, and we could murder a whole server.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
Like activity trumped money in that game.
It was funny at the end when the game was dying because everybody was just going out warring, weren't they?
Oh, it was.
They were
I
just
wish they would have did that
attacking
a
people
year
to make
sooner.
just with irritating.
Because that would have made people stay in the game.
Yeah.
I wish
yeah.
they would have did it sooner because that was so fun. Because as a free to play player, now they're out there just raging. So like, oh, these gems don't cost nothing. I get one a minute.
Who was it who went out and attacked an old team?
A whole team.
Oh, Nitron did that.
That was that
Oh.
night. Yeah,
Yeah,
he went
dude,
out
that
and
was
did them all.
fucking-
But he said
Oh
that
my
he
God,
said
that
that
dude
the
was
Russian
fucking-
team needed to learn a lesson.
Yeah,
So he went to the server by himself, and there was 2 other people there that helped him. But it was like
yeah.
there
It
was
was
like
4.
6 Russian teams, and then
He
Nitro
kept
Four,
came
everything
but
in.
off and
check
then
this out. I remember this
captured
specifically,
everything.
and the only reason
I
I
was one
remember
of the
this.
4 in there, and I was like
Huh.
5 million VP, but he was like 60 million. Like
Yeah. So here, I remember because just casually one night we were all on Discord hanging out. I was like listening to Metallica, and I was sharing like I was just like, oh, I'm listening to the Four Horsemen. Metallica fans, that was on their first album, Hella Sick, and it was I remember specifically it was Nitrum. I think it was I think his name was Red Guy. Extinction.
Yeah, that Extinction.
And then there was a 4th person. Who the fuck was it? Nitro, Red Guy.
Won't be
Extinction,
Aventador
and
or
someone
anything.
else. I can't remember who the fuck it was, but it was specifically those 4, and they went by the name of the fucking Four Horsemen. And those guys went to that server, bro. They fucking obliterated 4 or 6.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, teams like just
it was like
completely
6
took off.
Russian teams. Because I was in there on my mini, and I wasn't really doing it. I was just hitting the baby lands. But those guys, it was all day. You just seen fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just
funny.
it just got to the point where like the only way for them to keep up with that level of activity was literally hacking the game. There was no other way. They couldn't keep up with the fact that those guys just knew. So,
Oh yeah, they
It was just-
sussed it.
but yeah, then it just. I liked and also. Oh, here we go. Yarvet says one I liked and also disliked was Raw, like his design, but the emblem behind his head bugged me. Oh yeah, that was so weird. Where am I going? Yeah, how long have we been live for now, dude?
Yeah, we're raging.
Chilling. Reserve. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if I can get a fuck. Let's go. Some level 8.
I wonder how many remotes, houses, and all is that up to you?
How many remotes? Oh man, we haven't seen Nala in a while.
No, Nala, his dog. She always eats his remotes, doesn't she?
Yeah, but I think she learned the lesson finally because she hasn't done it in a while.
Oh, was it? Good
Yeah.
hell.
That shit's so funny when House gets mad about that.
Oh, and all you did is, I've got to go get the remote again. She's run off with it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, she ate my tablet and my headphones.
Yeah. She's chewed summit anyway. and just kept looking at him as if say, yeah, what you going to do?
Just buy another pair. That's what he's gonna do, silly guy.
Oh, you slap at that every
Oh
time.
yeah, that was fucking funny. That was funny.
That dog was sent to curse him, wasn't it?
That dog was there to mellow him out, man.
Yeah.
Well, he's spoiling that pup.
Dogs they're humans don't deserve dogs. How loyal they are.
It's
But-
you know what, dude? It's yeah.
When he was
It's
on that
crazy how
13
that breed of-
pale ale and he fell asleep and left his waffle open with all them pictures and everybody. Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He's funny, that guy was.
Speaker, what's a common pet breed in out in England?
A common pet what?
Common dog breed in England.
Dog breed.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all having these Frenchies, the French bulldogs.
The ones that can't breathe?
Yeah.
Really? You guys have that out there too? It's a fucking epidemic.
No,
Well,
I'd had
was.
2 of them.
Yeah, that breed pisses me off
That is
They
because
the
people
stink.
are
They
overbreeding
farted
them
all
for
the
money.
time. They do nothing but fart. They stink.
They stink. Yeah, they're gross ass fucking animals.
Yeah.
They're really dumb as a
Whoa.
brick. They fucking can't breathe and they fart and they smell all the time.
Yeah. It's bad.
But I'm sure that maybe you
Another
won't be
one
so
is a
surprised.
lot of Staffordshire Bull Terriers. You know what I mean?
Bull terriers. But you guys use the
Staffordshire
bull
Bull
terriers.
Terriers.
Those are the hunting dogs, right? The bull terriers.
It's a little stuffy bull, a little muscular dog.
Oh.
They're a bit like a Frenchie, but they haven't got the pug nose. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They're just like a little muscly dog. They're dead obedient, they're ace.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I'm not doing it. Fuck that. I knew I should have fucking Dragon Trail. Fuck. What am
Yeah,
doing?
I don't like how they made the Dragon Trail harder.
It's not. I think it's just. I don't know.
It's way harder because I beat the last level at 2-star and I can't even beat 20 levels before it.
No. I will say though, the one thing I do like about Dragon Trail, and it's also a really lame reality, but maybe it is not as evident probably in like younger servers. Unless you're with a big team, you're not going to hit a behemoth, and if you're not strong, you're not going to hit a behemoth. At least in Dragon Trail, you can at least hit that more often and experience what
And
it
work
is
on the
and learn
mechanics. Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Just like Darth, I can't remember exactly verbatim, but he said something fucking lit. But like, he compared the word legendary to knowing how to actually fucking dodge the bear. I can't tell you, bro, how many like during the fucking Diane, like bear raid that they had the event for a couple days, dude.
Yeah.
People just don't fucking get it, bro. They're just
And they're like, oh, why are these red lines here? And why am I flying in the air? And then the next time you do it, the same person will get hit by the same bear doing the same thing.
And you know what it brought to it brought me back to thinking of one thing that really irritated me during DOT was just people just trying to fucking plow to it, not just enjoy the game. And yeah, the mechanics are like, they're fairly simple, but you don't have to fucking hurry up. You can just wait. You'll have your moment to do the damage. Wait for that, but dodge it, have a little bit of fun. Don't have to fucking rush, everything in the game. So, yeah, man, it's funny that bear. I'm glad they fucking made the behemoths more difficult. I hope it stays that way. As you can't,
I'm glad, but I'm not at the same time. I think Zone 1 behemoths should be easier, and after that should be harder because you got teams that are like 3 billion power and they can't capture a behemoth to get out of Zone 1 because their team just doesn't. They're not in a super competitive team.
Yeah.
Like it just let the Zone 2 absolutely make the behemoths harder. Zone 3 make them even harder, and I think the Frost Giant, or not the Frost Giant, like the Final Dragon. At this season, I think it's Fire. I think that should be like you have to have perfect mechanics with everybody.
Yeah. Here's my thing.
Like,
I don't know. You guys have been in a much more active team, for a lot more time than I have. But it's like, I feel that like once you get the dragon, I don't know. Again, I don't know how it goes, but it's like I feel like if you get the dragon, you're gonna use it and shit. But I feel that the window of time in the season when the capturing the dragon is available, it's
you don't
short.
get to use it for long because by the time you get it, you already won the zone.
Yeah, but then what's the point? But then you want to flex your power, right? Like keep fighting.
Yeah, so you use once you get the dragon, you use it to push the other team completely out of the zone.
Okay.
I mean, because that's 12 minutes of them not being able to even come by their flag, because that thing does a lot of damage.
Well, in 12 minutes, would that be when the behemoth branch is like maxed out?
With the elite, I think it's 12 and a half minutes. Because that's what our elite bear is 12 minutes.
Then yeah, but then here's the other thing: the elite raids are not fucking friendly.
Yes,
they're not friendly
yeah,
at all.
I think they should.
Impossible.
I think they should speed up. I think they should speed up getting to Zone 5 by like 2-3 weeks, and then make Zone 5 take longer to make it. Because you get to Zone
that's
5.
That's exactly what I was going for. Yeah, dude, that's exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like for example, let's say. I want to say like 6 weeks prior to the season reset is when the Dragon's available, and it's like everybody's already planning for next season at that point. You know what I mean? People are shutting down, bubbling up, maybe.
I don't know if it's 6 weeks, but yeah, it's like by the time you capture the Dragon, you have like 12 days till the season's over. You should be able to get it, and then fight with it and use it, and like the goal should be to get every zone to Zone 5. So that way there's constant battles. Because like right now the server we're in, Blood's not fighting MILF for a month.
Yeah,
I mean that's a month of the top 4 teams not fighting each other.
Right. Yeah, and here's the other thing: as time progresses, as time newer seasons come up, people start to get more, I want to say, more cautious of when they fight, right?
Right.
And it's not about like the right time. It's like, well, actually, no, I take that back. It is about the right time, but it's like, I feel what they're going to eventually do to get us just to start fighting is just making the zone ones smaller, so that people just fucking go ham, dude. And I like that approach, but then it comes into what my biggest problem is, just like, again, the dependency on prestige. You know what I mean? Because I like even right now, I'm struggling trying to get anywhere because the prestige, I'm not able to get it. You know what I mean? Like, if you resurge within the first couple days of the fucking season, it's too much of a fucking hit. I understand that they're trying.
You get to keep your prestige.
Only a certain amount of it, though, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's why we researched right away. Like we researched within 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
But honestly, if I could research right now, I would have researched and came over and helped you for the rest of the season. Right. That made me so mad. Like prestige don't. I mean, it unless you're Warren, you don't need to get to the end of the policy tree.
But they're definitely teasing for you to do it, though. I'm sure we.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's definitely incentives to get back there. Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that they will definitely make it so that resource healing. I mean, they're emphasizing resource healing is a thing. You know what I mean? And I would say this right now: the fact that you can only pick which one resource you want the most discount, I think that's a big mistake. I think I would say instead of having 15 levels of one choice, make it 5 of each. Because if you're trying to emphasize the importance,
well, no, it's the T5s only need mana because you have so much other resources. Because you got to think they're not building.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's right. So yeah, it goes back to what I said earlier. Like, if I'm gonna have the one discount, I want mana to be the biggest discount.
Right.
What is it?
But the resource healing, that also helps. That helps both sets of players, because now free to play can resource heal cheaper, and the big guys, because their legions are bigger, they're going to be buying more resources. So it helps. Like that resource healing helps both sets of players, even though most don't realize it.
Yeah. I mean, for example, let's take House, for example. He's swimming in fucking resources. But, he hates it right now. But when he's in the full-blown war, he's going to be the fucking man of the hour, dude. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
If he banks... in on the right.
And and House said that capacity build on his policies, which I told him was wrong. But his thing is, why don't log on every day? This way I can save 3 days of elixir and I can come on with 3 million troops and just go crazy for 3 hours. And I'm like, well, that makes a lot of sense the way you put it. Because like someone like me and you, we want the production because we want to get more. House just wants to bank it so he's not wasting 8 hours of production.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, that overlap and waste. Yeah, because obviously you want the
because
timer
with
to keep
us,
going
it's like every 6 hours our capacity, our thing's done. So we have to log on every 6 hours to do it. House,
it's different.
House said his is over a day
for the elixir.
He says it's like. Yeah, because he did capacity on both of them. He got 800% boost on his capacity.
I'm going to go now, guys.
All right, speaker.
See you later, speaker.
I'm sorry for destructive flow and
no, don't ever be sorry, man. It's always
Say sorry to Phoenix for me.
No, she'll be trust
Speaker, it was a pleasure having you. The only thing I didn't like is how you were talking smack about Churro in the chat.
Oh, he's off again.
He's off again. Get out of here, speaker, before he keeps going.
He doesn't change, does he?
Yeah.
You finished streets, you are, Iceman.
Yeah. He's good at it, man.
See you later.
All right, later, buddy.
See you, speaker.
Take care.
You wrapping up, Churro, or are you staying on?
No, I'm staying on. I'm chilling, dude. No. Trying to find things to keep me busy with the game. I will say, everybody out there watching, don't sleep on the trust level. I think eventually the trust level will eventually not progress, but like better with the rewards. Like timers and shit like that and stuff. But obviously when it comes to leveling skills up, you want to get your heroes at least. I think it's level 5 when you get all the shards available, right, for free. Something like that. I just keep going. I'll take their fucking 1 minute timers all day.
Yeah, I wish they would. I wish they would let those heroes talk to you like every 30 minutes because it would entice people to be in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like just little stuff like that. Like every 30 minutes you log in, you can talk to the hero or give you like a different quest to do like every hour.
Oh yeah.
Just
yeah.
Or just a small reward like the daily quest. Like have a 1 hour quest like kill a Darkling, and you get 5 gems. Like gather 50,000 gold. Just to get people that are farming something to do all day to grow their account, because it's a totally different game. What you're playing, what I'm playing, what Dart's playing, even though we're all the same power, kinda, it's just so different.
Yeah. It's not just one fucking one way street. Let's go over to fucking some more. Do a tenner for right now. Let's do this. Well, Erica said if you go by looks over skills, Valkyrie was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Valkyrie, when she had that dragon shield or whatever it was called, Dragon Slayer shield.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Valkyrie was like the first North god I got, and I was like, this thing's phenomenal on defense with Spearman.
Yeah.
And then here comes Odin, just boom.
And, dude, I will say this though, Odin when he first was released was a huge letdown. I remember that being like, he was all range, so it was nothing but Storm Maidens and archers, and everyone was like, well, where's a meat shield, So he was super vulnerable to like.
But that was like the end of the Ranger meta, so it was still cool because you could still beat anything with them because there was no defense for Storm Maidens.
Right.
Because everybody ran Goliaths, so that way you're like, yeah, you had to. Then you got people running that blue archer, Ethelis or whatever.
Yeah.
They were running that thing with the frost. The spearmen, I forget their name.
Pikemen or the ice.
Yeah, Imperials.
Imperials, yeah.
Man, that's crazy. We play that game every day and we're forgetting like we have Alzheimer's.
I know, seriously, dude. Yeah, dude. I will say though that like they definitely did a good job with promoting and releasing and stuff like that. The Norse meta, that was my favorite meta, just because I like the whole Nordic theme and the whole lightning element, you know.
Yeah.
But dude, I gotta say, Thor's intro was the entrance was the best one, dude. With the whole fucking Mjolnir, like, you know, summoning in it, and
Yeah,
that was pretty fucking bad. Dude, I'm telling you, man. For those listening, go back and look up Dawn of Titans. Like, the graphics on that game was way ahead of its time, dude. Way ahead of its time for a fucking mobile app. Such a fucking loss, man. All right, let's do 10 of the artifact. Let's see what I get. Ooh, got a legendary. Fuck yeah, let's see what I get. That's fine. See his horn. I feel like I just need water. Pick up there. And we'll do another. We'll do 2 silvers. We'll do 3 silvers and then a gold. Cool. Good time. Oh, nice. 15 minutes. I'm down with that. Hell yeah.
but all right, Churro, I'll talk to you later, buddy. This is a good stream, dude.
Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Yeah, bye.
Later.
It's just us now.
There was 2. All right, cool. That's it. Water.
Yeah, I had to freaking block the one guy, man, on your
I
chat.
appreciate that. I forgot I have some people still with that what you call it? What is it called? Privilege or roll? So look, dude, I get it, man. They outplayed us. I'm not gonna fucking complain about it. They did the exact same thing I would have done to them. Just fucking pounded them to the fucking ground. However, the only thing I wouldn't have done was fucking burn their kingdoms back to back. They did to me. That was fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna take it personal. They played the game their way, but that's I hope they do that to a higher power person and see if they would fucking fight. Because fucking 7-on-1, bro. Like, come on, dog. That's not playing the game. Like, it doesn't matter how strong you're at T4. 7-on-1 is 7-on-1 with a bunch of fucking surround bonus and shit, you know. So, but the season is young. Let's see where we're at in about 1 month. So
Exactly.
yeah,
It's all good. It's all good.
all good.
Anyways,
You know what though? I am definitely stoked that they are going to introduce the server merges. I hope that it is what I expect it to be, because I think that was definitely going to be a huge anchor on the game's like overall progression when it comes to like longevity, because it's very difficult. Like, for example, I'm not an official content creator. I just do this to shoot the shit with people. Hopefully it reaches a good crowd of individuals. But it's very difficult to promote the game when someone new wants to play with you and they can't because they have to start fresh somewhere else, you know. So the reason I'm bringing that up is that, like, you know, obviously I think that we're definitely going to get even more of a like fun experience if we can get Phoenix. Once we get, either we go to Phoenix, we can get Phoenix into us and just really start kicking some ass, dude. So
exactly.
So I mean, and I still remember to this day, bro. Season, what was it, 1+ with Team Rocket? they only outplayed us because there was way more of them, even with T1 players. You know, troops. You know, player activity is a fucking thing. So.
I know, I feel you. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's what got us. Kind of set us on our path in the beginning there. But we'll find our way back once. Sorry, it's late now, dude. Everyone gets where they need to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Just patience. It's hard to be patient, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
It is because we were just. No, I feel like I could say this. Like we definitely enjoyed it and got very comfortable being at the end game for a while in DOT when it was very difficult, especially with such an unbalanced. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, with such an unbalanced game, you know? But you know, I look at the fucking research, research, you know, with military specifically. They do a fucking good job teasing with like the little link between infantry protection to the Iron Bark Tenant Trent 5. They're like, it's right there. They're connected, but you're fucking miles away from that T5 upgrade. So.
Yeah, it's like psychologically how they do it. I know. Hey, let me go back to your blues there in your screen for your defensive formations and first aid. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. It sucks because right now those purples, I have them all at 9, right? But I can't.
Shit.
But I can't move them to 10 until I finish because I have the blues at 9 as well. So I gotta finish those. Well, the assault strategy is 10, but defensive formations 1 and first aid 1 I have at 9. Once I get those to 10, then I can do defensive formations and first aid 2 to 10. Then you can finally finish assault strategies, and then you can finish the 10th level of all those you know, the infantry 2 skills and or whatever, you know, the protection and the attack skills. You know what I'm saying?
What the? That's so gnarly. So
just so much work.
Even though this says 9 days, it would, in the long run, would you say it'd be best to focus on the blues, then move up to the purples, and?
I mean, it doesn't really matter because at the end, in order to get the purples to 10, the blues have to be 10, right? And so, like right now, for example, defensive formations, that blue one there, it's 101 days for me to do that one.
From 9 to 10.
From 9 to 10 on the blues.
Shit.
Right, and so then once those get knocked out, then I can do the purples. I don't know how long they're going to take for me because they're not available for me, right?
Right.
And all that. So once those 2 purples are done, then you can finish assault strategies 10, because I have that at 9 right now. Assault strategies 2, the purple, and then you need that one done in order to finish the level 10s of the individual troop ones. And once those are both at level 10, then you can finally unlock the T5 unit. So, I mean, a lot closer than before.
Yeah, it's interesting, and it's a topic you've also shared in past videos and you know, streams like this. But it's like time is the villain here. 2.3 million for an upgrade is not that difficult resource wise, but to wait 13 days, you know, that'll definitely ease the idea of like maybe I should just buy the upgrade. But like for those watching, this also is another thing I always look at when it's sent. Like if you really think about like these whales, dude, like they're maxing shit out through gems just to get to 6 to 10. I mean, even 6 to 7 on defensive formations. One is roughly 20k gems, and I'm just thinking, I'm sitting on 61, thinking I'm a fucking rich man. You know? These people are just through these fucking upgrades. Like, oh my god, bro.
Well, like I said, my assault strategies or my first aid, right? My first aid 2 or first aid 1. I'm trying to finish it up from 8 to 9 right now, right? Because I'm letting it slow cook. Has 30 days left. 30 days is 40,000 gems.
Jeez. And that's great that they allow it so that you can, gather, gems. But it's like, it's just a tease. It's like you really just gotta break the bank, man.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's fucking wild. You know what though? Yeah, for those listening, I will say this: as much as you want to start your own team, you got to start off being a little extra selfish, man. If you want to fucking have an impact. Yeah, man. It's wild.
Ugh.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Easy. Easy, dude. You fucking just need to relax, homie. He says you did threaten to burn us all. Yeah, I know. But what? It's fucking part of the game, buddy. We spared KDOT and your other members. We burned Churro because he was a leader of the enemy alliance. Nothing personal.
They burned a bunch of a bunch of people though. They didn't burn just you. They burned a bunch of
me. That's for sure. They specifically.
Oh no, but they burned a bunch of other ones, man, and all that stuff.
Did.
I mean, they can try to sit there and play off like, oh, it's just you or something like that, but no. And there's people that were really low and like small players too. So, nah.
And if it wasn't them burning them, it was their towers. Nah, but I get it, dude. I get it, man. Like, look,
Hey, I said I have no problem. It's a game and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
What gets to me is like is people that will, if they're winning, they'll gloat about it, but when they lose, they go and they cry about it to other alliances to try to get that alliance to step in. It's like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's funny to me. But it is what it is, right? People are gonna do what they're gonna do.
But here's the reality. I will say this easy. Would I have done that same thing to you guys? That's exactly what I'm gonna do to you guys. I'm gonna fucking push you into the ground, and it's just gonna be back and forth, and that's how we're gonna play the game. So, do I hate easy? I don't hate them, dude. I don't want to fucking waste my time hating players for playing the game that they pay for. If that's the game they play, that's the game they play. It is what it is. It's fine. I'm not tripping about it. I will definitely say that I've grown much more grateful with the players that stuck around, because they had absolutely no need to fucking stick around, and they are they're still, hey, what are we gonna do next year? Like, let's figure this shit out. And it's like, cool, right on. You know what I mean? It is, and there's always gonna be ups and downs. You can't play these games thinking that you're always gonna win just because you dropped $20. Because guess what? Someone doubled the amount you dropped, and there's another person that timed that by 10. You know what I mean? But the thing I will say though, and my personal request, Easy and these people, don't bring this shit to the fucking street. We're all here just to fucking kick. This is actually a fucking escape for me, because I've had a crazy ass couple. Have some drinks, hang out with friends, chill, nerd about the game, read some comments from the chat. It is what it is, dude. I'm not fucking taking this shit personal. It's serious. But don't bring the fucking drama into my streams. Because the last thing I want to fucking do is have to ban you guys when that's not what I want. I want the channel to fucking grow and have some, interaction with people. So,
it just shows the maturity of people, man, or the immaturity. That's all.
Yeah, it's just like, fucking relax, bro.
That's all it does.
Yeah. Let me see, what's next? I'm so late. Shit, though. Let's see.
Dragon Trail, you're not done with that yet?
Dude, you know me and my fucking procrastination. But
well, your procrastination screwed you, because they added the dragon at the end there, dude. It's no joke.
And it's fucking annoying, because now I have to sit back with that fucking round being either 1 or 2 star, So
I finished that whole thing before they changed that over and added that dragon, and so I'm glad, dude, because I'm like, forget that.
Check, where am I at right now? 35. It's the fucking my favorite, the escort mission.
Oh yeah.
Let's see how far I get with this one. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I know what you mean, Easy. You definitely did make an effort to recruit people and shit, but like, What else you can do? Look, dude, I'm just telling you, man. I just didn't want to fucking piss off BDO. And I didn't want to research. Collaborating with you is still a gamble, though, homie. Dude, I will say this, though. It's so hard to get those Thea tokens, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they just won't drop for me either. But I finished her finally, though. I finally finished her.
No way.
Yeah, she's done, dude.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, that's a win right there with that one.
Yeah, I'm just, I don't know. Like right now, I'm just trying to build up my Gorish now. I need him for infantry, but fuck. If Rhaegar's kit was better for what I do with her, I'd try to max her out. But most of the stuff that I have on her, the skills that I do have on her, are good enough for what I need.
Yeah,
I don't need her marksman.
Yeah. Here's a problem where they got me. My problem is this OCD thing. And had I heard that leaving her at 5 and all ones was just as good, I would have never, pumped any more into her. But I can't stand the fact that there's like a 5-2-1-1 thing. And I'm like, I'm going to have to just awaken her. So, honestly, I feel like I'm going to definitely get more. I'll definitely still get some good use out of her awakened. Because you can obviously, you can definitely, you can't miss, you don't lose out on having an awoken legendary hero. So
yeah,
you can easily skip them. You can be more. What's the word? Resourceful. You know what I mean? Instead of going with that, I could have gone with Thea. Did the 299 with her for a while. So let's see. Up below. What's up, dude? It's been a minute, man. How are you? Cheating, making some time to hang out, man. I was just chilling. Oh. Actually, you know what? I wanted to actually get your 2 cents about this, right? So
yeah,
not burning right. It's fucking whole. Seen a couple of videos of the whole long range warfare for the archers. So obviously, losing any kind of percent of damage is not good. But what I realized is that if you go this far and try to invest with the archers, you might as well go all the way and get the legendary tier, talent unlocked. I know you're not an archer build,
I'd probably what do you mean, the suppressive fire part?
Suppressive fire. So here's the thing with suppressive fire.
I probably wouldn't do the long range warfare though.
Yeah, and
because it's you gotta remember 15%. That base physical attack, if it's taken off your base, then every modifier, every buff, everything else is also affected by that 15%.
Yeah.
Because that 15% is or your base is what all those buffs are going to be multiplying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that 15% hurts you a lot more than you think it would.
Now, you're a numbers guy. Do you think that 15% off is too much, or do you think the balance approach?
Well, I think you have to look at it like, is it worth the range? Do you feel that your archers you have to get too close to use your archers because that puts you in range of their archers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the whole point of this is to put you at mage range, and their archers can't hit you now because you're out of their range unless they have the same talent, right?
Right.
So I mean, 85% is better than 0%, right? But
Right. But then
I don't
here's
know. Like I said, it's
but here's
it'd be
here's
like them saying, "Hey, for your cavalry, Darth, your flying cavalry, we'll increase your strength if we take away, I don't know, your speed. I guess it's not really the best trade. I don't know. So, my
that
ability to get
sounds
in
like
and out.
something they would do though. You know what I mean? Trade off strength for speed.
Yeah, like make it like heavy cavalry talent, like your armor and attack increases, but your speed decreases by quite a bit. You know?
Right, because that's kind of what they do with the different tiers. If you go back and analyze the different tiers per a troop, the higher tier, the more speed they lose. But they're punchier, but they do lose some speed. So so keep that in mind, right? So you're losing 15% base physical attack, but then you gain this crazy debuff where you're lowering the march speed and rage accumulation of the enemy, right? So do you think that maybe the trade-off is that they are coming at you less? They're coming at you slower, so it buys you a little bit more time to kind of compensate for that amount of damage you're losing, and then you're.
I think for me it'd be just more reducing their rage, because that means it's less hero skill damage, because that's where all the damage is coming from. Even with archers, yeah, they have good normal attack, but like their the hero damage, especially if they're skill based, is just freaking crazy. Or if you're a Syndron, right, with precision based.
Yeah.
But but you're really relying on that hero damage to really go off. The mages really make out though with those seasoned talents if you look at it, because I mean,
1.5.
yeah, I mean, shoot, they get 5 more rage points per second in the field. They're doing quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, it emphasizes the whole glass cannon thing. And then this actually, if you, let's say you prioritize, not just prioritize, let's say this is your starting point for your build, it actually modifies the way you're going to approach the talent tree, because now you don't have to go for maybe a specific, talent. You can go somewhere else faster, be a little tankier. The thing with, I think, in this range assault branch is the arcane torrent, which is your magic unit gain 5 more rage points per second and deal 10% more hero skill damage. And obviously it makes sense that they introduced Bertrand as a single target mage, and then this is on top of that, you know what I mean? So, and then on top of that you get the suppressive fire, so you're slowing them down, their rage is building up slower, and you're just harder. But
it looks like, I mean, like I said, with the range ones here, if I was a ranged guy, especially with that, what Hearts is 1, and then the suppressive fire, I would like to run, like if I was, let's say I was archers, I would be doing my best to be running 2 or 3 archers, like as my legions, you know what I'm saying? Rather than just one main legion. So I'd be doing my best to have, like I said, with my flying cavalry, I have 3 of them right now, and it's freaking awesome. And I can't wait to get that last martial fortitude, because I'll be flying in and just smacking the crud out of marksmen and mages. I mean, let's say someone gets a marksman talent and they go, I'm gonna get the long range warfare. Well, it's not gonna matter to me, because I'm fighting you at melee range. You know what I'm saying? And you're doing 15% less physical attack damage, and with me, I'm taking 15% less damage with that last one. So that's a 30% freaking swing for me. And if I freaking rushed into you with my cavalry, like my unyielding rush, I take another 20% less damage. So it's 50% less damage that I'm taking from your freaking ranged unit when I fly up on you. I'm taking half damage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna suck if people get close to him.
That's very true. Yeah, it's
so. You gotta keep them safe. You gotta keep your mages and your archers safe, dude. Because if the cavalry gets up in there, they're gonna be just murdering people.
Right. Yeah, and it's interesting though, because they could have gone just with less physical attack, but they tackled the base, which is the biggest what's the word? I would say the biggest decider in how much you're going to fucking actually output. You know, that's the starting point when it comes to the damage output equation and everything. You know, but yeah, it's interesting. I just as much as the range and maybe this debuff could help, but it's, you know, I mean, I don't know, it's just a little weird. But here's the thing too, dude. Like, let's say you go with that one, right? And here's just something that was also boggling mind. Let's say you go with that, but then you go the marksman build, and then you have, here it is, this one right here, steady shot, where it says it reduces the attack range of your legion's marksman units by 3, but it increases their attack.
Mm-hmm.
Just for food for thought, like, how does that affect that long range thing, you know? Because the long range is really just buying you a couple seconds of damage. So, anyway, just a weird one. I mean, I don't have an answer for it. Just to kind of throw it out to the world and see what people maybe conjure up. But if you,
well, probably be. I mean, I think it would offset it some. I don't know, because I mean, let's see here, because it says units by 3. So it'd be units by 15, right? So 15 what? 15 meters? 15 whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it would increase your attack. So increases your attack by 15%. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it just completely offsets it and puts you back to where you're a normal archer range and you have normal damage. But
weird,
but
huh?
the whole thing is, it would totally negate itself though, because it'd just be like, well, why even take the point?
Right, but then that's the thing is, like, the debuff that goes into that gold, into the legendary tier, that's a huge fucking range, because you're slowing them down and you're slowing down the rage buildup. So what if this is the way that mitigates it, where it kind of, and unfortunately you kind of waste to neutralize what it seems to be a buff, but it's kind of almost a penalty, but it gets you this massive fucking debuff now, you know, at regular marksman ranges. So who knows? I mean, I'm sure someone will fucking figure this out sooner or later, or if not, they figure it out and they don't share it, you know what I mean? So
yeah, well, once those talents open up here, I think we'll see how the gameplay works out with it.
but anyway,
Like
everybody
I said, I know I'll be grabbing martial fortitude, and then
it's just martial.
after that, I just have points to spend, I guess. Don't know where I'll put them though.
Your cavalry unit launch a melee attack at ranged. Holy, oh shit, okay. You take 15% less damage from that. Oh, Apopolo says, what's good gaming on the dark side? My day off, just taking it easy. It actually has been a long work week. Same here. Alright, let's see, easy. Let's see what 2 cents you got. It says, for the long range, the archer artifact. Oh, yes, good point, dude. And it says, won't reach even if your attacks can reach. So, let's go back to that point, because that's actually something... for example, with the Shadow Blades, right? This is one example, and I forget what other one is out there. The artifact doesn't state it, like, in its description, but in this little image on above the skill, it's, you know, breakdown, the actual, since the artifact is designed for marksman, it actually is within the marksman range. So if you do decide to go with that, like, long range warfare skill, it won't trigger the Shadow Blades if you have it on autocast. You actually have to, you know, move your troops closer to the you're attacking, past it, and then break out of that. So that was just actually an interesting takeaway when I just saw, I don't remember what video I saw, but there was a couple of them, one of them specifically stating, like, yeah, is it worth taking that skill over losing the skill damage that the Shadow Blades provides throughout the, you know, throughout the battle? And I don't think it. I don't know, dude. If you're losing damage, I don't think it's worth it. But here's my thing: is let's say you're gonna take that long range warfare, right? One artifact that I think that could come into play that would benefit you, because like let's say for example, like Darth was saying, you're gonna take like maybe multiple archer legions into the fight. The one artifact that I would be very interested in getting is right here, the Heart of Kamasi, only because the skill effect will boost your damage and then any neighboring legions, and it's also giving you some more durability, because it seems that the thing is that like you're losing damage, but then you have to kind of buy yourself some more time. You're gonna need some defense and stuff like that and damage reductions to make it so that that long range you got is worth it. And unfortunately the reality also is you can't make up any kind of reduction of base damage with attack. You're always going to be that much in deficit when it comes to damage up. But I mean, fuck it. I mean, there's that. It's just an idea. I ain't no fucking pro at this game yet. Most people don't use a long range warfare simply because you can't use your artifact unless you walk too close to the range. Heart of Kamasi is very good. Siegfried uses it, turns his archers into turrets. Yeah, it works. I mean, I remember getting a lot of fucking shit for using what was it? This one, the
Necromancer.
No.
But you do get a lot of shit for using that.
Yeah, the archery master's manual. And the thing was, for me at the beginning with T groups, I actually was able to have a much more impact in the battle because it gave my tier 3 archers some life. But since I had maxed it out and gotten, I was getting an attack, 25% attack bonus for 20 seconds. So that was multiple fights, you know what I mean? So it's like trade-off. Like, sure, you want to be. I don't like the idea of being a glass cannon. I don't, because what I want to be out in the field playing and moving and hitting and stuff a lot. So it's like, yeah, sure, I'll take out 1 or 2 legions, but I want to stay out in the fight. So I'll up some fucking defense and keep being able to play with the hero that I'm building, instead of just fucking 2 attacks and then I'm out, and then my fucking stamina is at 0, and then now I have to be out for a couple hours because I can't fight anymore. But and then the Heart of Kamasi, I guess, would just be the upgrade of that one. But anyway, but regardless, not convinced, dude. That's the one thing that sure, that's great. Marksman having equal attack range to magic units, but that fucking 15% physical base damage reduction is too much. So now I have to kind of like figure out what I'm gonna do, because I was gonna go all in on archers, and I'm not really.
I can see maybe if you were flying. I wonder how it affects your flying marksmen, the Wilderberg ones. Because if they're able to hit from further away, plus they're able to hide up on mountains or whatever they are, then now they're just as annoying as Celestials. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, dude. And they're fucking debuffing the shit out of your fucking march speed and rage. So, maybe. Flying art.
Yeah, the Wilderberg ones.
Yeah. I forgot about those. I don't know. I almost feel like going for it. I don't see myself fighting any soon. But the reset of the talents for the season talents is rough, dude. I'm actually really glad you fucking brought that up. For those watching, hit reset up here. It tells you what happens, and you can't reset again for 40 days.
Hey, you know what though? I wonder though, is that a set 40 days, or let's say like at the end of the season, I think my switch is around. Will that 40-day cooldown carry into the next season, and you'll you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or would it reset?
I mean, That would be pretty fucked up, though, dude. If it carried
Because
on.
I'm thinking like in the next season they'll probably tweak some of these or add different talents, or maybe add another tree, something.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see. I mean, the carryover is scary, and I could definitely see that being a possibility. The only thing I would say about this whole season talents is just being able, it's how you acquire talent point. Okay, I get it. You're a fucking whale. You should have full access to everything. Obviously, there's a bit more challenge to the free to play because this and that. But I don't know. I mean, I like the season talents, and I hope they stick around. But again, I really fucking like the policies. I really like how they broke everything down. They're emphasizing resource healing. I would just say that my only 2 cents is that with this purple row of the different resources, they should all be accessible, but maybe don't up it to 15, maybe up it to 5. So you're getting it, it's like getting another little village of a discount. But
You took gold healing?
yeah, I thought it was fucking it was one of those things where I just pick one and then I could go down the road. But no, it was like you pick this and that's it.
Yeah, I was trying to find out which one, basically like whatever legion you use the most, like they all use more of one resource than another, right?
Right.
So it's like whichever that one is, that's one I would recommend taking. For me, since I do flying, it's kind of weird. It's even for all of them, so I just took the mana one.
Mm-hmm. I think for archers, it's the wood. Speed the shit up. What are
Yeah, mine's pretty even all the way through for gold, wood,
Actually,
and
no, it's ore. Gold and ore. The archers.
oh, see, well at least your gold will be less.
Actually, no, yeah, gold is it works out for me, yeah. Gold.
Yeah, see, I took mana because, like I said, the flying units, it's across the board even. So any one of them would have helped me out, but mana is the hardest thing to freaking get. So
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, screw it. I'll go with mana." Second resource heal my eagles.
Oh, I think the most. I just realized when it comes to resources and what it costs, most expensive is the one to the furthest left. Long for spring wardens, the long leaf, magic units, wood. See the.
But see, like let's say you're a magic user. See how gold right there is not even one of their things. So it's like it would cost you basically almost no gold. I don't know. When none of your troops are dead, I said look at resource healing because that's where you really want to look at it.
Yeah, right.
See.
Resource healing. Oh yeah, I see a little bit of a change. Because normally the gold, like for example, once it pops up, normally with gold would be the highest, but I see a little bit of a discount. At least million less. That's just shit from. Dude, this game has no mercy. If you lose your troops, dude. Jesus.
Shh. It's 1 o'clock
Yeah,
already.
actually,
Damn.
you know what, dude? The fucking eagles are cheaper than the infantry. Whoa, that's a trip. Gold is 420k for the oh, and then for eagles it's 234. Huh. For elk riders. They're even across the board with gold, wood, and
Gold,
ore.
wood, and
Huh. And it stays the same across all of them. Except infantry, they're 140. But for archer, for marksman, magic, eagle, and elk. Anyway. Taking notice of the fucking... If you do take long-range warfare, your archers won't be left outside of death balls. They'll be less exposed, meaning longer longevity if one targets you. That's the goal for sure. Don't take cursed swords. It will actually kill your legion. Only time it could be viable is during rallies. That's a T5 thing though, dude. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna fucking go to the mini real quick. Let's go. Oh, definitely fun being able to see everybody hang out.
look at it. Since I know you're playing on PC, there it looks so different. The layout.
Yeah, it's dude, it's very responsive. Very responsive. It's quick.
That's not on Mac. They gotta put it on Mac, dude.
You should be able to download it on Mac, dude. You don't have to. People were saying something about downloading BlueStacks and blah 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 blah. I didn't download any of that. I just went directly.
Well, yeah, if you're not on a Mac, though, you're on PC.
Oh. You can't download it from the website itself.
No, they don't have a Mac client. It has to go through BlueStacks, so it's like an emulator, basically.
Oh. Yeah, I remember when I tried streaming on Mac, it was fucking super difficult. I had to buy a separate, not bot, but a separate attachment to the computer that would allow OBS to project the desktop sound. So, for example, like everybody listening live, when you have OBS, the desktop is whatever the computer is playing, whether it's Discord, the game itself, and whatever. You just level out the sounds. But that wasn't available on Mac, so you had to get something that pretty much channeled it a certain way for Mac to actually, play the sound. Or else you would just have a mute stream. But I will say though, Photoshop and Adobe and everything run beautifully on Mac, dude. Works. I don't know. Here, play.
Go back to this lore stuff.
I'll be right back. Using Kinara. And I wish that's my biggest regret on my main account. For someone that decided so early on to go all archers, should have fucking paid more attention to snagging Kinara and awakening her so early,
Yeah.
She's still super fucking she's a pretty phenomenal fucking hero, dude. I think that the only thing I would say that would have is what's the word that doesn't make her the perfect archer is she doesn't have the precision tree. She has a control tree, which is different from most archers. But if Kinara would have had the precision tree, she definitely would have been, because I feel like she's a deputy more often than. She's still hella good, dude. But I will say this, though, you have to definitely awaken her. She's one of those you got to do that. Defense breaking her. Well, I just realized my fucking meat. Now. Cool. Let's also go visit the other character server.
Oh yeah, the other server I forgot. Still playing that one, huh?
Little by little, yeah. I was actually pretty active on that thing for a while. But obviously now, yeah, the last couple of days been since trying to recover. But yeah, it's still there. Great to get that one into our server as soon as possible. But even this one, dude, that's been around a lot longer than the mini, I'm unable to get that 5th war pet, unlock that main quest. So, ooh. Bulls. Sign a life on this account for a life. Ooh. One more. Ugh. Mm. Oh, there's a new here. Oh, okay. Oval.
Oh, they're still back there in that season, huh?
Yeah, they just got Skullgirl. It's funny because in this one, I was actually pretty close to awakening Kinara in this account. I was just like, oh, maybe I'll get it over into ours, and It'll be a backup. So it's this Canara is sitting at 5551.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's just off the the 299 deal every so often, dude. It's pretty.
That's the thing, man. I can't put a single penny in my minis because that every penny spent is a penny from my main account.
Right. I keep telling myself, dude. I will say this though, this game does make it difficult to have a farm account and try to keep it up with the main, because again, if it's not a cent, it's every minute you waste in the farm. You know, your main is falling behind, and even if you are able to play both accounts on separate devices, not as productive, man. All right, be right back. Let's see. Damn it, sorry. Cool. Let's wrap it soon. On. Definitely don't recommend any new players to have multiple accounts. That's just a focus on one. But there is a possibility for your account to have 2 characters per server. Now remember, there's a big difference in accounts, characters. Account, characters. Have 2 characters per server under the same account. You have to make multiple accounts to have multiple characters across different servers. Just keep that in mind, because people have been describing it all. Save some. Ooh. What rewards we get? Sources.
think I've reached the end here. I'm gonna pass out sooner rather than later. Still there? I'm down 2.
Ooh. You know what?
Think you're done too?
Yeah. I don't need to drag it out. Just chill. Yeah. Darth, always a pleasure to have you here, buddy. Appreciate you making time. Everybody out there, man. Shit. Let's see. When's the next stream? Oh, maybe this weekend. Sunday would be great. We'll see. But either way, oh yeah, I got time this next week. We'll make time. But everybody out there, appreciate your presence and being here and everything. Yeah, man. Let's see what the poll says. The question. Yeah, everybody had a long week. 79% said yes. 20. What numbers? All right. Call it a night. Hang out. Bed. That was long. But anyway,
Hopefully your toe heals up.
Yeah, got a couple more heals, and other than that, it's gonna fucking see where the season goes. But anyway, for sure, everybody, thank you for being here. Appreciate your time, and yeah, hopefully I earn people subscriptions and likes and stuff. Share it. Darth, always a pleasure, bud. Thank you. All right,
Yeah,
later, everybody. Peace.